money. It's about sending a message.
What's up, everybody?
What's up,
fuckers? Cheers.
Oh man, she didn't even get her own intro today. But here, let me put her up just so everybody's like, if I blame it all on Peanut, does that mean it's okay?
Yes.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah. If I just blame our tardiness on, oh god, I don't want to be.
Paul, I love your new nickname, by the way, Paul.
The Peener Snipper guy.
Yeah. Which it hurts my feelings a little bit because I have neuropathy. My thumbs don't work good, so I need a flipper tab on sometimes. But I get it; they are obtrusive, and knives look better without them. So,
I'm misunderstood. Not all flippers are bad. Most are, but not all.
Yeah. What's up, Ian?
Let's see here. Ian's in here. Ed's in here. Gonzo, Marco, Dadist. It's my fault. It wasn't your fault, Lauren. You left. You and Dadist abandoned us hard as hell, man. Y'all just.
I mean,
Right.
it is still Lauren's fault.
Well, it's always Lauren's fault. Anthony Walth is in here. Oh man, this
Cheeto.
Paul dude's in here. He looks weird.
Ryan Ellis.
Ryan's in here.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
Ryan.
Throw Cheeto from the train.
Brian Ellis is a fucking G.
Yeah, we live in the same town. We knew each other before there was a YouTube.
Damn, that's old school.
Yeah. Well, there may have been YouTube, but it wasn't like it is now.
Oh,
We
tell me
probably
more,
met around-
Joseph.
We probably met around 08 or so.
There was like barely a YouTube. Back when YouTube was still fun. That was when YouTube was still like not what it is now.
Did you see?
Yeah.
Was it Demolition Ranch when he first
It's so
made
fun
the video about quitting, and he talked about that first viral video he did, and it made
Oh,
like
yeah.
$8.
Oh, yeah.
It made like $8 on like a bajillion views.
Yeah,
And
and it
now
was
it's
like
like
it was like
that
a
would
deer.
have-
It was like his sister's pet
Yeah.
deer and his dog playing. It's like that's
And
when
that
shit like
video
that used to
nowadays-
be. Oh,
Would have bought the ranch for him nowadays.
yeah. Was the bald guys on the bottom playing? Yes,
Yes.
100%. That was strategic. That was.
That's why we. That's
100%.
actually that's the real reason why we were late.
Yeah.
It's actually not because they're bald though. It's because they're both power bottoms.
That's right. I tell everybody, God only made a few perfect heads. The rest he covered in hair.
That's true because look, I got an ugly ass head, bro. Like I can't be bald. I
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
No.
My head looks fucked up with hair. Like it still kind of does, but like the way my hair grew, like I always had a little extra like right here, and I used to get made fun of for it in middle school. It's not so much now that I'm bald, but it was an issue in middle school. Let's just leave it at that.
Mine started falling out when I was 20. Well, it started thinning. But what's weird is I can let it grow back, and this is exactly the same right now as it was when I was 20. It didn't continue, but it's just not enough, so I just shaved it.
Yeah. That's what I was telling Dadis when he got on. I'm like, man, just let it go. It's gone. Like,
Yeah.
like LeBron James still has that hairline. It's like, bro, you're worth $1 billion. Just shave that bitch. Just
The
let
sooner
it
you're
go.
the sooner you pick it, the better off you are.
Yeah, just let it go, man.
Nobody's
It
kinda
ain't worth
aggressive,
it.
too.
Paul, do you want to see something that'll make you sad?
If it's from Joe, sure, why not?
Yeah, it's from Joe. It's 100% from Joe. He may or may not have monogrammed this for me.
Oh, check that out.
Nice.
And then check out what he put an insert in the bottom. Ooh, look at that. That's hot.
Nice.
The monogram's a nice touch.
You can shove that right up your ass when you get it.
Do you not like deer horn or deer antlers?
Nah, he's just mad because he doesn't have it.
There's a picture of me with hair. It's junior prom.
Junior prom. Damn, what year was that? Is that a mullet?
1946.
Is that a mullet?
It's 88. It is. It's a slight mullet. Yes.
A slight mullet. Hey, look, there ain't no slight mullets. It's either a mullet or it ain't. Like
Well, it wasn't like an award-winning mullet. It wasn't quite long enough to.
It does, Cheeto. It does open. I think I still have a video that he sent of it.
Needs an ice pick in it.
Hey, check this one out now. Senior pick.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
God!
not. There's nothing slight about that mullet.
Look at that guy.
You got that double popped collar and that pencil mustache, dude.
The double pop collar. You can tell what year that is. Here you go. Here you go, Cheeto.
Don Johnson vibes from that picture.
Little storage container.
Is this a cabbage container?
Yep. Well, not for me. It'll probably be a pill container for me. But
It's a diabetes medication container.
yeah. That's for my metformin.
It's strictly for cocaine and cocaine accessories.
What did
I
do?
crush up my metformin and just snort it like cocaine. And go straight to the blood system faster.
What's up, Chris?
Oh, he 100% would, Ian.
That's what I was saying. That picture gave me Don Johnson vibes.
Oh yeah, dude. Like he, like,
I don't know what to do.
like, look. Let Shayne had a black sidekick, 100%. Like, it was Alabama Vice, not Miami Vice.
I got it. I lost sound for a minute. I didn't know what was happening.
Oh, that's weird. That's wild.
You're better off.
Really loving that finger, huh?
Yeah.
Shayne looks like an up and coming '80s wrestler.
I did
Bro,
a local wrestler.
Bro, have you seen the pictures of Hulk Hogan lately? That motherfucker's brown. He's not even like tan anymore. I saw a picture and somebody said he looked like Larry the Lobster, and I can't unsee it now.
Yeah, he's like just bathing in bronzer every night.
Dude, it's wild. Joe said he'll put that little spoon in there for me. Oh man, it'll go good with my tactical deer horn I got from our buddy at Surprise Holster Works.
That thing is gnarly with its little fucking sheath.
Dude, yeah, dude, he's got that thing down to such a point, like it's actually sharp, and then he did a Kydex sheath for me.
Oh, that's cool. Who did that?
His name is Surprise Holster Works.
Huh.
And then he gave me a little deer toe bone for a bead. So I made a little lanyard for it.
That's cool stuff, man. I never thought
It's
about
fine, Edward. It's
That's
fine.
what I said when he first posted them. I'm like, that's kind of brilliant because like everyone always talks about like the G10 weapons and stuff like that, like the self-defense stuff, and it's like shit, a deer antler, like you're gonna fuck somebody up with this and it ain't gonna break.
Yeah. I imagine a deer antler would outlast G10, micarta, pretty much all of those things
Oh yeah.
in terms of like tensile strength.
It outlasted the deer.
Well, so his
That
toe
is-
bone, dude.
That is indeed a fact.
Shayne looked like the guy from the 80s PSA about high school. He's slamming a locker door about something.
Oh, wait. That's right.
Oh, shit.
But you're wondering what this is, Ian?
Hold on, Ian. I got to make Paul big for that one.
Is this what you're inquiring about,
What's up, Crispy?
Sir Ian?
What's going on, Crispy?
It's a fidget gravity. It's so good. God damn it, that's so funny. Yes, Ed. It is a lanyard. It's not an Edyard. It's a Zackyard because I tied it myself.
You checked, Ed.
Did you get that on Amazon?
Etsy.
No, Etsy. Etsy's the jam.
That's why I said Paul needs to stay off Etsy. Damn it.
I don't think I've ever bought anything off Etsy. Ever.
Don't start.
No,
You'll go down a rabbit hole.
I haven't either.
Just trust me. Don't.
It's bad,
Don't
bro.
start.
It's bad. It's so bad.
How do you
Because
think,
Etsy.
how do you think I ended up with these fucking things?
I stick with Amazon because if it's garbage, I can just send it back.
Well, you're not wrong.
True.
So has everybody got that little Woobin flashlight Cole's been advertising?
Yeah,
No.
that's right, Ian. There it is.
I have one. I don't know if it's
Which
the one
one-
you're talking about, but
Which one? Which one is it?
It's like $20 for that little Woobin. I
yeah,
think.
this one,
The little
one?
flex head.
It
the
looks like
W
it's worth $20.
W5 or something, X5,
Yeah.
G5.
I mean, that looks fairly nice for $20, man.
It is.
I really want the what is it? It's the Woobin. It's the T something. The T4.
Whoops.
It's like a miniature tactical light. It's amazing. It looks like it looks because like I love the Warrior. The Warrior from Olight was really good, but man, that's a big ass light. And the T4 is like mucho better.
I
don't know.
this moment to
I don't know
recognize-
shit about flashlights, but this thing is awesome.
to recognize Dopey. Me and Cheeto kid all the time about him having the worst knife I ever made. And it may be the ugliest, but it's not the worst knife I ever made. Dopey owns the worst knife I ever made. It was like one of the very first I ever made. It's ugly as shit. It's ground horribly. Yeah, that thing's just bad.
Dopey always shows it off too. He's very proud of that knife.
I started to not even sell it because it really should have been sold. But I mean, it is a working knife. It's heat treated by Brian Kim. It just, I like to see it every now and then to remind myself of kind of where I started.
It's got a little maker's mark right there.
Yeah, what are those little gouges up there?
Joe, I'm dumb, so I don't know what an automaton is.
I also have the first shirt that you ever made.
You even got it on. You know, I still feel bad about that situation.
The crinkle shirt.
He was slapping it earlier, and it was cracking me up because he was slapping it so hard.
I still don't think that guy set out to do wrong. I just think he's a horrible communicator.
This is such a bad shirt, though.
It's so bad. It's horrible. But I mean,
Like-
in the end, he actually overpaid. Yeah, that's ridiculous, dude. I can't believe it hasn't peeled off yet. As many times.
Smock, I can't afford any of your flashlight recommendations, Smock, because I've seen your knives.
What is it? Just a vinyl fucking sticker?
Basically,
Pretty much, but like a
Glued
lot
on
of
with
vinyl.
fucking PA glue?
It's not even like the black parts, Paul, aren't cut out. The black parts on the black shirt are also
Yeah.
black sticker.
Like,
which, if
that's
it's an iron-on, that's
all
different because the black at least is, a little bit faded out.
He did a great job on
But
the artwork.
yeah,
He's still around. I saw him in Grumpy Grunts live one day, and then when he realized I was there, I think he left. Or he
they're
just-
actually cheaper than Olights. Really, Smock. I know that shirt is giving Black Star Designs. I know that's giving him anxiety because he works for like a t-shirt company that does that shit, and so I know.
when
What's up, other Paul?
When it all went to shit and he made up for it, the shirts he sent me were actually pretty nice. They were screen printed.
Oh, really?
yeah, I have one of those too, but I only wear this one.
That's the funny part. I made sure you got a real one, but you still wear that one. It's so good.
What's up, other Paul?
Chris said so bad. Yeah,
And
Chris
it was
works
all
for a
over
screen
one of
printing
these.
shop.
Wasn't that all over a Manix too?
It was. It was over a 20 CV Manix 2. It sure was. That's my daily right there, my Rex
And
45 AWT scales. I'm at a point where I don't even want to buy a Spyderco if I can't get AWT scales for it. But it makes them so much nicer. And these people,
Especially on the Manix, because it deletes the liners and AWT for sure.
people talk about action. There's not a custom in the world that has a better drop shut action than that.
I got an OG Shane Gables PKR sticker. That's right, Joe.
This is
Are
probably
you guys doing tank tops this year, Chris? Dope.
this is my second favorite Spyderco though.
What's up, Pop?
What is that?
what is?
This?
Yeah.
This is a TJ Fisher Cobra.
That sounds out of my price range.
It's out of everyone but him and Smock's price range.
Well, hey, this is out of my price range too, but I know people who,
Smart.
I bought it from Satu Dave, so.
Oh, okay.
But this was a legit grail. I put the hole in it, and I just did the dark wash on it.
How many carbide heads did you go through before you found good ones that do what you want them to do? Was it a yes?
So it's really the smaller ones that are the problem. But so like I have good ones and I have crappy ones. The ones you can just
Watch your sister.
so there's a thing
What's
to
up?
it. Like if I need one fast, I can just buy it from Amazon. It'll fucking be here tomorrow, but it won't last as long. So like it depends. They work. They all, as long as it's solid carbide, it's gonna work. How long it's gonna work for is a completely different fucking story.
I don't think I've ever had.
So like,
I don't think I've ever had a good one.
What's up, Chris?
Oh, it won't let me. I was trying to put all three of you down at the bottom together, but it won't let me.
No.
so what I found is they all work till they don't, and when they don't, they don't. I'd like to. So like, I don't think they're dead. They're just not sharp anymore, or maybe the heat treat gets messed up a little bit on them. Like I don't actually know if solid carbides are heat treated. I don't know that much about it.
Tungsten is very temper resistant. It is a high speed steel, so heat shouldn't affect it. I think you're right. I think it's just chipping off those little sharp edges, and it's not.
Yeah, so I'd like to. I tried sharpening one once, and it did absolutely nothing. But I also probably didn't do it right or very well. So if I could find a way to sharpen it, I have a pile of them. Like they're not trash, but they don't cut anymore.
I heard Kyle can sharpen stuff.
Say what?
I heard Kyle can sharpen stuff.
I'm gonna make Kyle sharpen my matriarch. That's what I'm gonna do.
If I remember right,
every single tooth. What's up?
Is that blackwashed?
Yeah, I dark washed it and then I added the ring to it.
I like that. I was gonna try matriarch, but
driveway washed it.
I got gifted this Carol Hawk. It's not as big.
Yeah,
but I like it a lot.
What's the other one, Dopey? What's the one?
The
you sent me a
Pakal?
picture of the Pakal. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got the civilian and the matriarch. They're almost identical, but one's a little bigger.
Yeah, look, I'll tell you what, man. It's definitely a long knife. Like it's got some. Yeah. It's got some reach. It's got some reach to it.
So, Paul, as far as I know,
What's up, Paul?
You have to use diamond to sharpen it.
Well, I was using
like a diamond
stone. I was using a diamond stone, so I probably just didn't do it well enough. Like I'd like to try it again. If I could resharpen, like I literally have a separate pile of bits that just
Tell you what, I
probably
would
need
try.
to be sharpened.
I would
Just sell them
try.
to Kyle.
I would try putting in a drill and running it backwards, like against an abrasive, and see if that don't clean up the edges. I can't imagine sitting there rubbing each and every cutting tooth of it. I don't know how you'd do that.
But then you're not going to be at an angle, so it'll just be flat.
So I also have different types of bits as well. There's spiral flutes and straight flutes. Like the straight flutes tend to work the best, but they're also the most expensive. So like I've tried a bunch of shit. Like I said, they all work, but for how long is?
Do you start the
Is
hole
the
with a
factor.
carbide deburr bit, or do you have like a carbide drill bit you drill it?
I start. Well, I just
Your mom's a
the
flute.
blade has flats. Like for what I do, I don't need full on machinist precision. So I'll just start the hole with a 16th. I'll just make the little divot and then I'll start going. But I do have a carbide punch for like flats and bevels and shit.
It takes a lot of bravery. I'd be scared to death to touch somebody's high-end knife, knowing that one slip up, I could ruin it. I've had people ask me about regrinds. I won't do a regrind. Like if I ruin a knife I'm making, that's on me. If I ruin your knife,
You wouldn't do a regrind for me?
no. Hang on now, dude. My grinds have gotten much better. Let me show you.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You could regrind this.
Oh yeah, I'd be glad to regrind that.
So and
I mean, you won't get rid of the maker's mark.
Stone, like
That's got to stay. But, it could be reground.
Tyler, we had 6 in the
not much,
pre-show,
though. It's pretty thin.
but Dadist and Lauren bailed
What's up,
out.
Tyler?
So this is we had one more, but Dadist got scared of large groups.
Yeah.
That's much better.
Yeah.
And this, I don't know what I'm going to do with this knife. I think I'm going to sell it as a blim because I made these scales. And
I'll
Hope
give
he
you
would
$5.
get a paring knife back.
that's aluminum honeycomb. However, it doesn't run. Can you see it? It doesn't run all the way to the
Oh,
back.
it doesn't run to the full edge.
And it's that way on both sides, so it's uniform, but
Fine, I'll give you 20.
it's nice enough. But I mean, I'll be able to sell it. But I'm just
I like those. I like those ones you posted about Stevie's birthday.
Yeah,
Those copper.
I didn't make those. Those are from Outcast Blanks.
Well,
I still
but
like
those
that one,
those
though.
scales are hot. is what
Yeah,
I'm
they're-
saying.
I can't wait for those to get here. Those are going on Thugs for Blade Show.
If I
Where-
could
where are
pay
you
somebody
posting that
to
blade?
sharpen carbide drill bits, I just I have a lot of them. I've been saving.
I
that
have
if
a
I could
lot of
learn to
them.
do it myself.
But the thing about that,
Literally, like
even if
you
it's
can hear it
around,
when the bit is cutting. You can literally hear it stop cutting, and then I'm like, oh shit. And then like you pull it out, drop it back in, it'll catch again. Like there is a sound. I've learned there's a sound.
that's
Like
enough.
they all just cut till they fucking don't anymore.
Even if it was reground dope, it'd still be ugly. Ugly knife.
I just need a sheath for it.
Okay.
That's what I need.
I mean, I'll clean the bevels up and make you a sheath. Well, you can just give it to me at Blade Show.
I'm probably not going to be at Blade Show this year. I don't have the money for it.
Yes. Yes.
I have to work on Friday. I don't really have the money for Blade Show to do anything, so it's just
Okay.
Just
driving
throw
all the
out
way over there and back
bit.
for one day is a bit too much too, because it's 4-hour drive from here, something like that.
You know, I saw your message, by the way, and I already assumed you wanted one of those. So absolutely. The volcano thug.
What's up, Steven?
You see what Joe said? He'll make some with black walnut pearl
I'd love that.
and Osage orange.
I'd love to.
I have a drill bit set from Milner House.
Yeah, Milner-Hausen's good about that. But I will say this: the performance of the things I bought from Milner-Hausen or Hoffman, whatever it's called, they don't perform like they do. But their warranty is no questions asked. And when I say that, like their cutoff wheel, their diamond cutoff wheel, it doesn't cut near as fast as just a standard, just the standard fiber cutoff wheel.
Yeah.
I bought a carbide drill bit from them. Again, it's a little slow, but I mean, if you burn it up, they'll just give you a brand new one. And they're not expensive. I think that bit was like $25 or something.
I buy them from it's drillsandcutters.com.
Yeah.
That's where I find my emo girls.
I have a
I was
bunch
just about to
of,
say. God damn it! Come on.
They had a sale on Cobalt bits. I figured I'd try them, which they just skate off hardened steel like a motherfucker. So like I have a bunch of brand new Cobalt bits that I can't use.
Lauren, was there anything hotter than the MySpace?
Bro, those
The
were the good old days.
45
MySpace days.
haircut.
Man, those were the good old days. What happened?
Man, all right. So now that you brought up MySpace, I gotta bring this up. Not to bring the stream down or nothing, but so I used to have this friend. I had this friend named Daniel, and literally his name was Ohio Daniel on MySpace, and he was known for like having, I don't know, like whatever the maximum. Like he had like 40 million friends on there or some crazy shit.
Whoa.
And he was the drummer for Devil Wears Prada, and he actually.
Yeah.
He passed away this morning in a plane crash. Yeah.
Was it in
And
LA?
I don't know where it was. So him, his wife, and I believe it was his daughter were in Japan for like the last month. Now I don't know if they came home or he was out doing something, but he was with a dude. It was like the guy was like Sum 41's manager or something crazy.
Yeah.
Some buddy of his, and he only showed him and this dude on the plane. So, but it was a small like Cessna, whatever. But yeah, it sucked. I just found that out today.
Do you remember the band Norma Jean?
Oh, dude, Norma Jean was my jam. Josh was a
Remember
badass.
when that dude named Brad was the lead singer?
Was that after Josh or
I think
before?
so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Brad's from Gaston. He's a hairdresser now.
That tracks. Cause didn't he have long ass hair too? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That tracks.
Very well paid, sought after hairdresser.
Hairdresser.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, that's like Daniel. Daniel left Devil Wears Prada, and he was doing. He was working for GoPro, making a assload of money through GoPro. So. It was, it's just the people you meet sometimes. So that's why so many tattoo artists and stuff like used to be in bands and everything, and everybody comes to them because, you're just known in that community, and then you blow up.
Yeah, that's really the reason MySpace blew up here was because.
Oh, dude, the scene kids blew MySpace out of the water, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's why the Devil Wears Prada got so big, was because Daniel was known. Literally wherever they toured, he would friend everybody he could find from that city and advertise that they were coming, and it worked. I mean, shit. I mean, it was.
Yeah.
My favorite band from that time was Maylene and the Sons of Disaster.
Dude, dude. Dallas is such a good dude.
Yeah.
Their singer, he used to be the lead singer for Under Oath. And then they went in a different direction, and then he started Maylene. Dude, Maylene, I still listen to their stuff. I love Maylene and the Sons of Disaster.
Maylene, that whole album is awesome for a road trip.
Yep.
You're probably going to get a speeding ticket because you're going to.
It's like Southern metalcore. If I had to try to explain it,
I've had people call it Southern trash metal.
It's bad. It's badass stuff. I love Maylene. Yeah, my old band, we toured with the Chariot, which was Josh's band after he left Norma Jean. and that was super fun. And then our first show ever was the same first show as Devil Wears Prada here in Dayton. So it was a wild time back then. And then they made millions of dollars, and we didn't do shit. So here we are. They're still making music, and I'm talking to all these assholes about knives.
I loved how those bands would just appear here in Gadsden, Alabama. There's like 35,000 people, and it seemed like every other week they would just show up and like behind Food World and just do a free concert, and all the sing kids.
Oh, dude, so many Taco Bell parking lot concerts. Like everybody used to do that shit. Denny's parking lot, it didn't matter.
Well, I mean, there's only one stoplight in Gadsden, so it is a little surprising though.
One of my best friend in high school, he was always into like building boxes and like stereo systems for people's cars and shit. So like we used to do that together in high school, and then after high school he got into like home audio visual installs, and like he had his own little company, and he used to like work in South Beach. So like Paul Rosenberg, like Eminem's manager, he used to specifically work at his house and like install TVs and sound systems and blah blah blah. And then as if that wasn't cool enough, like he used to do he went to Full Sail, which is an audio production college in Orlando. It's like it doesn't really get much better than that, at least back in the day. But
I've heard of them for that reason.
Full Sail, yeah. So then he got into like music production and putting together stages for like Ultra, which is a huge music fest in Miami. Like he started out just helping friends do production on stage and whatnot. So like now today, he pretty much operates the biggest club in Miami. It's called M2. And it's just we used to build stereo systems for cars. And like you said, he's running the biggest club in Miami, and I'm sitting here with you talking about knives.
Yeah.
Joe, I appreciate it. I'd be very, very interested in doing some flag.
Look, he's showing off this wood while I got a raging wood going on right now. These are hot. That's some good looking walnut.
Yeah. You just let me know how much, Joe.
Woo, good Lord. Joe, look, I don't think Joe can take money. It's like against his religion, I think.
You have to send him cash in the mail, and you better not.
Yeah, you got to just send him an envelope full of money.
Send it.
This is my homestead model. I typically do a more muted handle because this is just an outdoor.
Yeah.
I like that knife.
And I would love to have some good looking burl handles for some of it. And I just bought a whole.
That burl on that knife would look super.
I just bought a 4-foot stick of that Pops Protect to make some of them in. So I think
that's
a high-end.
That's it, Marco. My buddy's running the biggest club in Miami, and I'm drilling holes with a drill press between my fucking legs in slides in my bathroom.
Hey, you guys are both drilling holes.
He's probably drilling way more hole than Paul is.
Oh yeah. Yep, he just got divorced recently, so he's
drilling all kinds,
laying it all down all over. Yeah.
And there's much more cocaine involved.
They just hosted a performer award show at his club, so yeah, he's laying the pipe like it ain't no thing.
It's funny you brought up Sing Kids because I've never heard anybody else call them that. That's what we call them. But it's sad because hardly any of them are still alive. They all went from straight edge, when they were Sing Kids, and it seemed like all of them ended up on heroin.
Oh man, fuck them straight edge kids, man.
Yeah. They just went from one extreme to the other.
How far is Gaston from Anderson, Rogersville?
Gosh, Blackstar, I don't know either one of those. I'm about 25 minutes north of Anniston, an hour northeast of Birmingham. And it's actually Gadsden, like the flag, with the
Gadsden. Yeah. Look, that's how you know he's from Alabama because he said snick. Like there ain't an A in that word down there. It is SNEK, snick.
No step on snick.
Yeah, don't step on snick.
But what's weird is here in Gadsden, we have a high school. This Gaston, like he spelled it, high school. But it's not.
Oh, really?
That was just because somebody couldn't spell.
Yeah, somebody somebody must have graduated from there and then named it.
I don't know if the Gadsden guy that created that flag, I don't know if he's from here, and that's why they named the town after him. But the town is named after the guy that made that.
Okay.
That flag.
Nice.
I don't know. Anderson and Rogers. I ain't never heard either one of those. That's weird.
Man, Chris, if only you had Google and could just Google the distance.
My kids are starting to wow out.
All right, Lauren.
I gotta do.
Me love you long time.
All right, later. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Reason why I asked is I belong to the Alabama Custom Knife Makers Guild.
Yeah, you're up in the top, that top corner up there, close to what's that place where they recorded all the Motown albums in Alabama? Nobody knows that. Almost all the Motown albums were recorded in Alabama. And
that makes sense.
It's up there where Leonard Skinner recorded their album there. Muscle Shoals. And dude, when you go there, like I went to see it, it's literally just a little cinder block building. It's not very big, but it's
those
like
are the best. Those are the best places.
Yeah, it's airtight.
Yeah, Muscle Shoals is about an hour from me.
Yeah, and they just packed Florence. Yeah, they packed the best, musical or sound equipment money could buy at that place. And like Aretha Franklin recorded all her stuff there. Yeah.
Damn.
Muscle Shoals in Florence. That's about 2.5, 3 hours.
That makes sense though, because all those people came from Alabama. Like, all those good singers were all from the South. The Stones, yeah. I mean, they all knew where the sound was. Like that like early rock 70s sound, like for like Skynyrd and the Stones and all them. Like all that is just like came from the blues.
Well, another thing
artists.
A lot of people don't know was the alternative rock movement started in Birmingham, Alabama. Like bands were moving to Birmingham, Alabama because there was this channel called 10770X, and they did these live in the X Lounge. It was a really big, popular alternative rock channel. And I thought it was crazy that like bands were coming here to get discovered. But
that's what it's funny because we had 10390X, and it was an alternative station up here. Yeah. Stop moving me, dopey. You're not even on camera.
I remember the day that 107.7 premiered a new song, and people literally lost their minds because they didn't think it was alternative rock, but they played Intergalactic by the Beastie Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Off everybody. I'm like, how can you be mad at this, dude? This is awesome.
Dude, and that's one of my favorite Beastie Boys songs. Like, I love their older stuff, but Intergalactic was the music video was fucking hilarious. The song was so good. Because, like, yeah, well, growing up, my dad listened to the alternative station. And, like, I remember it was nothing but, like, Nirvana, Smashing Pumpkins, Nine Inch Nails, basically all those 90s grunge bands. And now I think it's a country station now, which is a weird flip-flop, but
yeah, I don't know.
So be it.
Dude, I remember I listened to a lot of hip-hop growing up, but I remember one of my favorite stations, like, just one day switched to gospel, and it was like, I didn't even know. I just, like, I went to turn it on one day, and it was, like, gospel music. I was like, what the fuck? So, like, it's really strange how stations, at least, I mean, I don't know how they do it anymore, but back in the day, they would just totally fucking rebrand on a dime.
Oh, yeah. Chuck it.
It's like, what was that? What's that movie?
Airheads.
Airheads, yeah.
That's what I was just getting ready to talk about, was when they were doing that in the Airheads movie.
The Lone Rangers.
The Lone Rangers.
Yeah, growing up in rural Alabama, I didn't have access to rap music. So when I went to boot camp, I remember when we got out of boot camp and got to A school, like the first thing one of the guys did was went and bought a boombox because we hadn't listened to music for 4 months.
Yeah.
And, they were playing. This was late '89, early '90, and they were playing NWA. I remember walking in the room and thinking, "What the fuck is this?" I've never heard anything like it. I mean, I was instantly in love, but I had no idea that music even existed to be on. Like the only rap music I had ever heard was the Beastie Boys, and people were pitching a fit because they were playing. They didn't know where to play them. You know, they were playing them on the rock station here. So that was my only exposure. And I know that's a very Alabama thing to say. That growing up,
trick question, Dong. Lemmy is God. Who would win in the fight, Lemmy or God? Trick question. Lemmy is God. Good old Lemmy. Chuck it said we just want stripper stories.
I ain't got any. I've been laying off the sauce.
Well, since we have you on here, we're 40 minutes in. I guess we talk about your knives. How many different models and stuff do you make?
I've made several, but I've kind of narrowed it down to 3 and fixed to add a 4. So I've got the Thug, which I don't have here. Everybody has seen it on Instagram just about. And then my Homestead, which is just my standard, you know.
I like the Homestead. I like the look of the Homestead.
Yeah. And then I've got my Heathen, which is kind of my combat tactical version. And I'm fixing. I don't know the name of it yet, but I'm fixing to do a birding trout I'm fixing to do a birding trout that Cheeto Bandito designed.
Nice.
That cheater knows how to design a knife.
Yeah.
That cheater Bandito.
Signs knowing damn well I couldn't do them, but whatever. Chuck, it depends. My cheapest knife is my Homestead. I don't typically do it in Super Steel. This one's Nitro V, but these usually go for about $150, and the Thugs and Crew Wear are like $250.
And what was this? The Chode?
Cheater, are you still here?
Yeah. I don't know that thing had a name, dude. That was.
You might.
You gotta learn somewhere, man. You gotta
it looks like you'll get your Hinder tomorrow, Cheater.
Yeah. So, you know, it's not just the fact that you added the swedges; it's the transition of those swedges, and the fact that I'm pretty sure they're at different angles. That's what pissed me off. Yeah, because one swedge is slightly wider than the other, so it's probably
Dennis said, "Call it the bastard."
That's how I felt when he sent me the picture. Yeah, but you know, it's been a lot of fun, man. I mean, it's crazy to look back on it. That was just a year ago that I made that knife that Dopey's got now. And I mean, I've still got a lot of learning to do, you know, a lot of refinement to nail down, but I'm happy with my progression so far.
What in the fuck was that?
There's my ringtone because I'm now over 50, so I get 15 phone calls a day about my Part C Medicare.
Oh shit! I'm trying to find. You said you had what was the Heathen? Do you have that up on your on your Instagram?
I do. It's a little. It's a little back there though. Hang on, I'll find it for you. I just had it pulled up earlier, showing somebody.
Those jitterbug ringtones are pretty wild, aren't they?
Yeah. Such an asshole, man.
Later, Chris.
Yeah, so this is the Thug. Oh, you switch pictures on it.
Okay, so I just hadn't gone back.
That's just a little pocket fixie. And then the Heathen, I haven't done a Heathen in a little while, so I'll have to scroll down. I've been concentrating mostly on Thugs because that's what has sold the best.
Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense.
You know, the pocket fixies are very popular right now, so. There's three heathens right there. That's about a 10-inch crew wear. You know, it's a tougher knife. I just designed that by thinking if I was still in the military, had to go back to the Middle East, what knife would I want on me, and that's what I came up with.
Yeah, that tracks. I mean, that's the way to do it. I like.
It is a little bit Strider inspired, just because the gun stock shaped handle. But that's Shayne's diabetes alarm. That's pretty funny, Joe.
Yeah, like that's fucked up, Joe.
It's fucked up because you have the same alarm, Zach?
Huh?
So does Joe.
Fucked up because you have the same alarm? Is that why it's fucked up?
Yeah.
No, I haven't graduated to my jitterbug yet.
I might as well get a jitterbug. I can't see shit anymore. One of those with the big buttons.
Oh yeah.
When did your sight start deteriorating? Around a year ago?
My sight? Yeah. See,
when he started making knives.
Yeah, I'll have to take that because I brought it up, so I probably shouldn't have.
I just found this. I just found one of the heathens you did for Bobo. That's a good looking. That's a good look. That's a good looking knife right there.
Yeah, his is my favorite. Yeah, that's in crew.
But it's sharp. It's
still not
sharpened
better
by
than mine,
Kyle,
though.
man. I'd have to have somebody professional sharpen it.
Mine was too. It's still.
If it's sharpened.
You know, he just uses the bottom of a coffee mug, right?
Yeah.
Well, that is Nitro V. It shouldn't be hard to sharpen.
Kyle's too scared. Kyle won't get on here. Kyle, you want to come on? You come on, Kyle.
What's up, Kay?
What's up, Kay? Yeah, I like that heathen. I appreciate that. I appreciate that heathen. I'm more of a tactical knife. Ooh, the Goon though. Hold on a second.
Yeah, the Goon.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, it's sold well.
Zach sees the word Goon in everything.
Hold on a second.
Are you going to show it?
Oh, of course I'm going to show it.
Okay.
I like the Goon.
Yeah.
That is some of the most aggressive jimping I've ever seen, and I'm here for it.
Do you know what that is, dude? I literally cut those jimps in with a 4.5-inch grinder and just the regular thick grinding bit. I just the problem with the Goon, it's really hard to make a Kydex sheath because the jimping locks into the Kydex and won't let the damn thing
yeah.
I need an XL. I need a Goon XL.
Yeah.
Just add 3 inches to that blade.
There is one, and there's only one, and he hasn't even got it yet, but it's Tree Stabbing Troy's, and it's about 10 inches long overall, and
holy shit.
It's in 4V. It's in 3/16 4V. It is a nasty, nasty knife.
Yeah, that's what I would take.
I haven't finished it
Let
yet.
Shayne shine so low. Oh, he's shining all right.
Crispy.
But I would need it black and Tiffany blue to match.
I can do you a Goon, dude. That ain't no big deal.
I'm still not over what happened earlier, Crispy. I basically got cart sniped by Carco.
But on what?
You're on.
The war knot that Crispy was selling.
I
was like, hey man, I was like, I know it's big. Like, can you send it to me so I can just try it real quick? And like, if somebody buys it while I have it, like I'll ship it priority to them, on my dime. Like I'd really like to just try it first. And he's like, yeah, man, no problem. And I'll send it. I'll let you know when it goes out. And then like an hour later, he's like, Carco sniped it. That motherfucker.
That's funny.
No, that's funny.
I'm kind of glad I'm out of. I've been in this hobby long enough that I've kind of gotten past the having to have everything. So that's actually pretty.
That's what me and Paul talk about that all the time. Like, there's very few knives that have been coming out that have grabbed my attention or Paul's attention. It's always shit that's secondhand years later that I want.
Yeah. The next high-end knife I find, and it may be the last
this thing,
but I really want
this knife came out last year, but I just got it, like last week, and it's fucking amazing.
What is that?
Yeah.
This is the Griffin Company Scout F3.
Oh. I want a Lamia pretty bad.
I don't know when this thing came out, but it's been out for a while.
Dude, I love the milling on that. Those scales, dude. It's so wild.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really nice. Did you anno that, Dopey?
Yeah. And at some point, I'm going to send it to Paul for a wash.
Yeah, I don't know who Les Jorge is, but he does do a good knife.
What's the steel on it, Dopey?
MagnaCut.
MagnaCut actually takes a fucking thick etch.
Yeah.
I've heard that you can get pretty fucking dark.
Yeah, for whatever reason, my brain was telling me it probably wouldn't, it would still, everything etches, but there's different, my brain was telling me it might not etch great, but it gets dark as fuck.
Does it? I've heard people complain that they couldn't get it to etch. Or they
ain't doing it right.
They said it was
I have a bit of my own process, if you will.
I think I messed it up. I think I need to pour out some of my acid and add some water. I think I'm too heavy on acid, but it doesn't get as dark as I want it as fast as everybody tells me it should. Could it be that not having it diluted enough could be affected?
Well, if you're talking about the speed, no. The more diluted it is, the longer it will take to do its thing.
Right. I'm not so much worried about the time. It's just I'm probably 80-20 acid to distill water.
That's about what I use.
Okay, but for some reason, mine don't get as dark as I feel like they should.
You can try adding some. A lot of people add white vinegar to it. You can try adding another 20% white vinegar to your solution.
Mine gets dark, but then after I wash it, you can see a lot of the black.
It never stays as dark as when it comes right out.
That Goon.
Can't you coffee etch it too, though, to get it dark?
That
Goon, after the etch
for Damascus. I guess you could on a stainless as well, but it's mostly for Damascus.
That Goon is black as night, but that was M4. So
that Goon that Goon's hella dark. It was.
That was M4. Really black.
I always prefer to get the studs out first. If I can't get them out, I can still do it, but it doesn't. So the main thing with having studs, especially big ones, is the stone wash can't get in right where the stud meets the knife. So it doesn't look the same as the rest of it doesn't have the stone wash like the rest of the knife. So I have tricks that I can do. I prefer not to if I can't, because it's not a finished product like I would want it to be. But I have, but I always prefer to have studs or blade stops out first.
Zach, I've actually got to go. I text that number back. My daughter had a car wreck. She's fine. It just tore her car up, so I may need to go.
All right. But, no worries, man. I appreciate you coming on.
And I'd love to join again sometime when I've got more time.
Oh, yeah, anytime. Always welcome.
Every time somebody invites me on, I never have any finished knives, but I really appreciate you guys. It's a good problem to have, though, man. I'm not complaining.
Look, if you had an abundance of knives, and I don't think you're doing something
right.
You're did something right.
I just finished these. It's the only reason that these even exist. But, yeah, man, I appreciate you guys, and I'll be listening on my way to go get her.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
All right.
Have a great night.
Later, Shayne.
Oh, what's Kyle Bell? Let's see here. Paulie, do you take double studs in your bath? Yeah. All right, Dadis, where you at, man? Your large group is gone. Where you at? Or Kyle, man?
It's doable, Joe, but it doesn't like. I don't know that other people could tell. Like if a customer could tell, but like I know that I took the time to blend it, and it's unnatural to me.
Badger Steven. Stop giving out the secrets, Fop.
Pop, are you behind?
He's got to be. What's up, brand new? I saw you sneak in. I meant to say something, but Shayne was saying.
Kurt?
Hey, there he
I'm
is.
not sure when Badger Seaman would have been relevant to the conversation in the beginning, though.
Sir,
How to
sir,
get
sir,
the blades dark.
Badger semen is always relevant to every conversation.
Pizza, I live down the road from him, and I can't get him to come hang out. Don't feel bad.
Pretty soon, Kyle's gonna start looking like he's from that movie Powder, from staying in the basement all day.
I don't like powder. I don't want to upset the saddest.
Are we matching today?
What's up, Craig? Oh yeah, look at you guys.
With the Goon green on with a shark just for Zach. I know he's,
Ooh, I like that hat. Damn. Ooh, you gonna go see Doom? Hell yeah, brand new.
Nice. I miss having Doom around.
Nice.
Yeah, where the hell has he been, man? I haven't seen him around anywhere.
I miss going to the Kennedy Space Center with Doom. That was fun.
High as shit looking at spaceships.
Yeah, basically.
He's like, look, I know for a fact we could steal this.
What up, Drew dude?
Drew dude?
Brewist of the
It was kind of funny. One day I was going to a craft fair with my brother when I lived in Florida.
Good.
And I just randomly sent Doom a message. I was like, hey, I'm going to this craft fair. It's over on that side of Florida. If you want to hang out, come meet me there. And I expected him to be like, no, fuck off. Then he just randomly was like, all right, I'll be there in about an hour. I'm like, an hour? He lived an hour away from there and just rode his bike down to hang out.
I can't imagine Doom at a craft fair. He had to be out of fucking... he had to be out of his element, I bet.
And to Ed's comment, not as gay as a lanyard on a folder.
Ooh! God damn, that had to hurt, Ed. Do we have a comeback, Ed? Ed, did you ever find that 15th sword? That's what we're really wondering.
That's how he flipped his car, because he was looking for the sword while driving.
It was underneath the car.
Right.
It over.
And he still hasn't fucking found it. I think the hospital might have it.
Smock said, no Ed slander allowed.
There you go, Ed. There's a lanyard on a folder right there. It's a tiny lanyard, but it's...
That's a Zackyard.
No, I tied that.
Okay, but technically...
You just gave me the bead, you fuck.
I gave you the cord too, didn't I?
No.
Sure.
Maybe you did.
I'm pretty sure. Swap said yes, I was behind.
I thought I bought it
Sent
from.
to you put together as a lanyard.
No, because it's through the pin.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, when I sent it to you, I'm pretty sure it was on a piece of paracord.
Oh, maybe, but you sent me like 3 of these.
Found it.
I just picture Ed coming out of the wreckage with a sword. Going out like fucking William Wallace. I found it. That's why my ass hurts. Oh boy.
Yeah, I give him that. His lanyards are pretty dope. Even though I'm not a huge lanyard guy, he's got some sick stuff.
What if you're just a huge guy with a lanyard?
I mean, I'd for sure put
Drew,
some
dude,
on.
I got rid of the Slim Midi a long time ago. Oh wait, you have it, don't you?
Who?
You got it from Ghost?
Who? Drew?
Drew, dude?
Ooh, I don't know. Did he?
Because I traded Ghost the Slim Midi for this and my PM2. And I think he traded it off to somebody else. I think it might have been Drew, dude.
Was that one on bearings or washers? The Slim Midi.
Bearings, I believe.
Drew did
I
say
had
he
2 of
doesn't
them. Oh, yeah, I don't have it anymore. I've had 2 of them.
What are we carrying today, y'all?
What you got there, Dennis?
I got the Pistolod's knife himself.
Have you always had one of those?
Yeah, I've had one a long time now. And then
I saw that he's doing some budget ones. What's the budget one come in price wise? Anybody know yet?
It's like 100 to I think 50 for the titanium.
That's pretty fair. What is he giving up? Just the button?
That's basically it's a different OEM and no button, and this one's going to be it also hollow ground. It's Kubi, so lower steel, no button.
Yeah,
Kubi. I think it's slightly bigger too.
He said the action feels better on him. I was watching his
But yeah,
live
because
earlier.
it doesn't have a fucking button.
It's the hardest button to button.
Yeah,
I
most
still have
button
it
locks
if it
kind of
didn't
have.
a button.
What'd you say, Paul?
gave
I don't
mine
like-
away.
Oh, did you?
I don't really like button lock, like the lack of detent.
I
Plunge.
love button locks. They're so fidgety.
So I don't like plunge locks, but the way that he did his, where it's a frame operated button, I like that.
Oh, so it's like the smock.
Yeah.
Well, sort of. The smock is a liner frame.
Yeah.
Button actuated liner lock.
Thank
Yeah.
you, pizza. Thank you,
Compression
pizza.
lock. But yeah, the action on the Tri-Stash, because it's a frame lock and not a plunge lock, is still really fucking nice. I hate having the button on a fucking show side scale. So
No such thing, Craig. No such thing as overkill. I just see Ed cutting up boxes from Amazon with his blade sword. That's all I can.
Can't say with a sword.
He draws little vampire teeth on the boxes.
Well, he lost his last sword, so he can't cut the boxes. He just sits there and looks at
he's
them and
got
cries.
plenty more. Don't you worry. He's got plenty
Yeah,
more.
but that was his box opening sword.
The only lanyard I have is the 450 lanyards I have. Dude, it's funny because...
Are you still somehow behind, Fop, even though you said, yes, I was behind?
Smock has rebranded.
Smock has rebranded?
Yeah,
She just says when the Tri-Stash deploys, does it ask you for some Uber Eats?
No, it does not. I removed that like 20 minutes after I bought it.
I think pretty much everybody does that.
Yeah.
I wish I could get Uber Eats. I gotta get my happy ass up and go find my own food.
A growing teenage boy has to eat, right?
Yeah.
That is true. Especially now that he's doing 15 minutes of 10-pound weights a day.
Yep.
Or whatever it is.
15 minutes of 10-pound weights. Well, watch out now. Hold on.
No, he had me
Okay,
cracking
Bob.
up with.
Okay, Fop. Sorry. Sorry.
No, he's getting aggressive like Falk. Jesus.
Where is Falk? I
Hey,
feel weird.
look who it is. Well, can't
I
look
feel-
who it is.
what?
But
What the fuck? Of course.
hey, what's
no
up?
fucking
What's up,
face,
Cal?
Just some stupid fucking sharpening clamps and some pasty ass white arms.
Drew
Captain
said, "Pop
Pulfrey
around
is
and
here."
find
Yeah,
out."
what is he even up to over here? Is that a typewriter he's got in front of him? Like, what's going on here?
You fuckers, I didn't show up just to hear this.
Yes, you
It
did.
wasn't me, dong. Zach is the
You
one
know
that
that's the
timed
whole
out
reason
Falk.
you showed up.
It was only for 300 seconds, though.
Oh yeah, I needed to make sure. I wonder.
It only said 300. I'm sure we would have heard by now if Falk was legitimately banned.
Maybe. I'm about to check and make sure though, because I'd feel
It
real
did.
bad
It
about
said 300 seconds. Hi, Kyle.
Hello, Paul.
Okay.
What are you up to, Kyle?
Just getting ready to unbox a package and then start on some sharpening.
I added a little wet sand this time.
Oh, nice. Looks good, buddy. How'd it go differently for you? Anything?
That
Yeah,
does
it's
look
definitely
nice.
way less streaky.
Right.
And then I used the thermal tape again to re-etch this top side.
I
Like the
really
black
like the black wash on the flat part. That's sick. And it's so clean.
Looks good, Paul.
Thank you.
You'll have to rewind, Carly. You already missed Peanut.
You got me excited with that, Paul. I really like that.
I gotta
Now
clean it
do
up
the
a little bit
opposite.
more, but I can. I've done I've done two-tone before. So this was already all this. So it's Damascus. So this was also this, and I just polished up the hollow grind
Nice.
and then re-etched the flats because it was a little used. Oh, I did this too. I don't know if you can see it, but this is a Mokatai clip, and you really can't. But the titanium, it almost like glows. It's like the thickest Mokatai clip I've ever seen.
We need to get Paul off the source so we can stop saying this.
Yeah. I'll have to talk with Peanut's manager, Carly, but that's up to him.
What did I say wrong?
She said, "I'd like to propose a change to Peanut's schedule 1 hour in so I can see her."
Oh, I was talking about Kyle he said he needed a Paul thesaurus.
Oh, just because you said this about 7 times in one sentence.
I said what?
This.
This.
My brain's slow. I meant to say hollow
Well.
bevel, and this is what came out. So
Well,
We need to get Paul a ring light. If you guys could all donate to Paul to get him a ring light, that
also,
would be great.
she's in the Nook, Carly, but she literally started the stream on camera. If you want to just start it over real quick.
Peanut scream times $20 a second. We can't afford it. Paul accidentally bought a this or this.
It came with my Temu Kyle.
well, holy shit.
What you sharpening today, Kyle? Anything fun?
Well, some blanks for Shayne, and then I'm just unboxing. I've got this. Remember the other night when you guys got pissy because I bought that Kamano for donation?
Yeah.
Yeah, that just showed up.
Oh, that's
Nice.
extra.
Who ended up winning that?
Ryan Ellis won on Big Doug's, and then he donated it back, and they auctioned it off Sunday on Shayne's, and Kevin Smith and Knives ended up picking it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was the other knife that was with the Kaimano again?
The Sivan.
Yep.
That's right.
one.
Yeah.
And then he ended up donating some extra things as well too. This box is huge, so got some more raffles.
Chuck it. That's extra difficult because it has a stud already. So like making a flicking hole on a knife that already has a stud that's doubly close to the edge to the spine already is pretty difficult for me without a mill. It's doable, but extra difficult.
Carly, he had a family emergency, so he had to run, and then we replaced him with Kyle.
I've done it before, but I don't want to fuck up your pain, you dude.
They're basically the same person.
No.
I mean, there's a reason why you've never seen Kyle's face and Shayne's face at the same time.
I'm not sure that's quite the same.
He won't show his face because he's Shayne.
Well, we replaced Shayne with Gaddis' face and Kyle's hands. So.
Well, then whose nipples does he show?
Dopey's.
Yours.
Kyle can answer any question as Shayne.
If it's about his knives, I could, pretty much. Well, not everything, but pretty much everything.
Shayne has much better stories.
That I agree with. He has definitely lived.
What's up, Todd Ka, my forever friend?
Carly said, sounds like a bad Frankenstein.
Oh, it definitely would. That would be. That's horrendous.
Kyle's hands, Dad's face, and Dopey's nipples. Oof.
Hey, my nipples aren't the problem here. I have very nice nipples.
Dopey's nipples. Dopey's nipples are the same hair content as Michael's arms.
That's horrendous.
He's busy, Carly, so it's fine.
Wow. That thing is an absolute chunker.
Oh, hey, look at that thing, Dopey.
I'm
seen
not
that-
even
seen that
near
before.
my phone.
The
The
tactical
new plain
mustache.
Jane,
Yeah.
the new
Oh,
plain Jane with the hand satin looks fucking sick.
nice.
Yeah, so this will be going up later this week.
Very nice.
Up where?
I'm not probably going to be on Javon's on Friday,
What's up, Blue?
so probably tomorrow night.
But what do you mean by up?
This one was donated as well too, so this one is going to be going up for
Gotcha.
auction to help out.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure if it's going to be auction or waffle to help out James. So that's why I
Very
wasn't
nice.
saying exactly what it was going to be because I'm not 100% sure yet. But it will be going up for charity.
Gotcha. What's up, Joseph S?
Well, I could show off these. So
Bye, Carly.
here is
Later, Carly.
that's a
Enjoy staring at them hockey butts.
edgy American thug.
You say I don't know why it sounded like you said pelican for some reason.
Pelican?
What would
Yeah,
that
that's what
sound
I
like?
heard somehow.
And then here is one of his older joke wolves.
Was that thug a Satu grind?
I love those scales on that one. The scales are cool looking.
Yeah. This one was it's a hollow, and then acid wash, and I don't know. This one may be coming to you, Paul, for a wash later. I'm not 100% sure. Potentially. So.
Potentially.
Do the scales come off?
Yes. These are the ones that Brian F did.
Well, alrighty.
What are they made out of? Look
Man, talk about a community knife. Jesus.
I'm gonna need to find a bigger vessel, but hell yeah, send it.
You got a big enough vessel for it. I
sure do.
Datus. They're a resin based.
They're
that
sick.
looks like a galaxy or like Saturn ring.
Like the middle of it looks like a galaxy, and then towards the blade it looks fractured. But then, dude, it's got some wild. It's got a wild pattern to it. I love that.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah,
It looks like a crazy kind of Damascus, is what it looks like.
That would technically work, Marco.
Use the toilet bowl.
I could use the backside actually.
Hey, there you go.
A little piss won't hurt nothing. It'd probably help actually.
It comes out super dark. Paul's gonna start pissing in his acid.
That would probably neutralize it because piss has ammonia in it.
No, that's true.
I was going to say, how do we know that's not part of his process already? He's never told us exactly what he does.
There is a couple extra steps I do. That's how I get my shit so dark. So maybe it's my piss. Maybe it's battery steaming. You motherfuckers will never know.
A pee wash, and he just linked it to Paul wash, but we really know what pee wash meant.
Yeah.
So you guys have seen now, you know that thug. Here is, granted, this one has not been finished. This is a blank, so nothing is going on with it yet. But here's a thug XXXL.
Holy cow!
Good. Nice.
That is a chopper right there. Jesus.
Yeah, that is basically a competition chopper.
Well, the look of it is, but not when you look at the blade stock.
Holy shit, that's hell up there.
There's behind the edge. And that hasn't even been sharpened yet.
That looks like a knife for Dopey.
This thing is going to be nasty when it gets done. But yeah, he had other work to be doing, so I told him to go ahead and send me these, and I'm going to be working on these while they go back to him for finish work and clean up and handles. So
yeah, Kate.
I'd be scared to work, like even with like putting tape on the edge, like I'd be scared to work on freshly sharpened shit.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be very, very cautious. I already warned him of that.
Yeah.
What's up, Ellis?
Welcome back, Ryan.
Yeah, but
what up, Ellis?
It just made more sense timeline because he wants to take some of these to Blade Show, so I needed to get some stuff done while he was doing other work. So it was more of a timing issue than it was anything else.
That looks like something that Dopey would crotch carry.
100%.
What's up, Renee?
And about 3/4 of it would hang out the bottom of his hoochie shorts.
Dopey doesn't wear hoochie shorts.
No, not at all. I wear fucking cargo shorts.
He's more of a
every day.
banana hammock kind of guy.
Dopey's got them cholo shorts, man.
They're actually
With the long socks and everything.
They're actually
long socks, yeah. Higher the socks, downer the fool.
Yeah.
Marco said butt sheath.
Maybe it's Badger Seaman also fall 2025.
Nice. Paulie, what are you
But
working
I
on?
do think I do. Eh?
Hmm? I just said, what have you been working on?
I just finished Ellis's Kaimano. That went out today. Finished Iggy's Kaiser Roach with the slot. That went out today. I got to finish this, which you saw already. Personal project, which everybody else saw already, is this
Well,
the
excuse me.
Cobra. I think I want to send this to you though, Kyle. This is a thick boy. It's sharp, but I'd like a Kyle edge on it, I think.
Gotcha.
But that's got the paw wash and the whole. I got a couple Ferrum Forges to flipper delete. The ones I got from Stevie. So the Scepter and the Master Blaster.
Oh, dang.
Hopefully I'll get to snip these this weekend. This one's getting a hole.
Is that its real name, the Master Blaster? That's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I got another Kaimano getting the exact same treatment from Sharif as Ellis's just got. I got an Allurus to put a flicking hole in.
What up, Wade?
You're just on a fair and forge kick.
What else is there? I got another ABW to put studs and a flipper delete on. I finished this one last week.
Nice.
I might stop taking these in though, because the margin for error on these holes is like there really isn't one.
Yeah. And it's
And I
super,
did-
super thin up top there. I'm not flat.
Yep. And I just noticed on the new ones that have studs, there's a little hump here, which I never actually noticed till recently. So like that makes sense how the new ones have studs. But yeah, the margin for error is pretty much non-existent.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Looks good, though. Great placement.
Thank you.
I like the flipper on the V6.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
But I'm also not against flippers either. I know you are, but I like flippers, so.
I'm not entirely against them. It's a common misconception.
Well, one would assume that based upon your name.
Yep.
I'd be interested
This
to check
one's
out that. Yeah, I'm interested to check out that Fisher because I've not actually seen one of your pole washes in person.
I'm waiting on. I've got a whole new hardware kit coming from TJ, so it's gonna be a bit till I get it. But
I'm glad we found out that wasn't the other Fisher.
yeah,
It was his what? His brother or his dad that we looked up? Was his dad?
I forgot. There's 3 of them, I think. Or
Yeah,
4 of
there's
them.
Yeah.
But yeah, as long as it's not Frank, do what you gotta do. It's a cool design.
So Todd Senior is the dad, and TJ, which is Todd Junior, and Frank is the brother. The other brother.
I don't keep track of them, but they very well.
I think that's what we looked up. Yeah, I think because we looked it up one live.
Oh, Joe, did you send me a knife?
Wait, Joe has knives? I thought Joe
It's
just.
a Delica.
It's a Dalek.
Full serrate.
Ellis, people are saying yours seem to really like yours. So, I mean, to me, they all look fairly similar because like that color, it's like my 5th or 6th time doing that specific combination of things. Like it's the Demona colorway, technically. But they all come out a little different because like I'm not a machine, but I'm sure they all have some variances in the wash or the stone wash or stuff like that. But
wait, are we just
a lot of people? Huh?
Go ahead, Paul. Sorry to interrupt.
No, I forgot what I was saying.
I'm just gonna say
people just seem to really like the most recent one I posted, which is Ellis's.
Are we not going to address the fact that Zach was just eating out of a sour cream container?
It's cottage cheese.
Oh, I thought you were eating straight sour cream. I was like, okay.
That sounds awful. But
That's worse.
Better than eating freaking cottage cheese. That's gross.
Yeah, cottage cheese is way worse.
no, bro, cottage cheese is the go, especially the Daisy cottage cheese.
You got to pepper it up though.
But not the light. The light to me, I ate a lot of cottage cheese when I dropped all the weight first time around, and it has to be the regular stuff. The light was like, no, texturally. Was
look at that. Yeah, Daisy
great.
cottage cheese, large curd. Yep.
I heard that Badger semen has the same texture as cottage cheese.
It might.
It depends.
Crispy,
on
that's the
time
only
of
way
year.
my grandma used to eat it.
Yeah, I'm
like-
a smock on this one.
I like it with pears.
Badger
She also
semen?
liked it with pears. Yeah. Yeah, pears and badger semen.
But I also like just plain cottage cheese with a ton of pepper on it.
Yeah, there's a lot of pepper in it.
Yeah, I used to eat it as is. I have also put I don't know if you know what adobo is. It's like a Spanish seasoning, a little salty, a little garlicky. Just sprinkle a little of that on there. I don't like sweet stuff with it.
Yeah, I guess it has its different.
It's like grits. There's two different camps with grits. It's like you either do cheese and butter or you do sugar.
Or you just don't do it at all.
I don't do it at all because I don't like eating snot. So
I hate grits.
Do you like ricotta cheese?
In lasagna.
Okay, so that's cottage cheese, dude.
I can't just eat it straight though. That'd be weird.
It's
nah,
the
bro.
same
I
thing.
live on cottage cheese.
I love
I
cottage
like some
cheese, but I
dark cheddar,
can't
though.
stand yogurt. Like I hate yogurt with a fucking passion.
Paul, we agree upon something finally.
Wow. Should we throw a party or something?
Probably not. That would have too much excitement for you.
I make
Yeah,
G2
brand new. I know,
with
like
yogurt.
cottage cheese can replace ricotta, like in a pinch, but nothing is better than ricotta in lasagna.
Everything goes well with badger semen, so that tracks.
All right,
It's
so
a cure-all.
if you want really good lasagna, put some cream cheese in it with the ricotta, though.
Ooh,
And
cream
extra
cheese
mozzarella.
ricotta, that does sound good.
It's so good.
Party at
do.
Kyle's house. Bring some pears.
Nice. We do lasagna with cream cheese as well. It's phenomenal.
Don't they use beaver anal glands for vanilla, artificial vanilla flavoring or something? Isn't that a thing?
It's something like
Don't
that.
know.
Artificial
It
raspberry
was-
flavor.
So
Raspberry.
it is and it
Raspberry?
isn't.
Really? I thought it was something like vanilla for some reason.
You can find that same ingredient in the anal gland, but they don't actually use it. They make a synthetic version of it. So
They
yes
don't use
and no.
it anymore.
Or any less.
Yes.
Dopey, did you have to go around licking each one's anal glands to figure out which one tastes the best?
No, you milk it.
Oh, okay.
Or get
And you-
shut down by PETA. Dopey's out here
squeeze-
milking beavers.
Just squeeze it over a coffee cup.
Joe, my wife makes stuffed shells, and they are not now. RFK's bringing back beaver juice.
Nice.
I have nipples. Can you milk me?
I was say, I have an anus, Drew. Can you milk me?
Sure you could. Have you seen his litter?
At that point, it's just prostate milking, though. It's a little different. The milk
Paul,
comes out of a different
came
spot.
I just came across this, Paul. It reminded me of all the conversations we've had. It's the Matrix
Yeah.
poster, but with all the characters from Grandma's Boy.
I gotta run,
Oh,
y'all.
nice.
I got some shit I gotta
JP.
take care of.
JP is Neo, of course.
Later, Dadis.
Later,
Later.
Dad is
Later, Dad.
Adios, turd nuggets.
Sit on my face.
New high score. Is that good?
Did I break it?
Did I break it?
Drew
So,
was
see,
the
I'm gonna have
fastest
to watch
proctologist.
It's been a very long time since I've seen it. I'm gonna have to rewatch
Same.
that soon.
Same.
In the last 2 days, I've rewatched both seasons of The Punisher. God, I forgot how good that fucking show is.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on my rewatch list currently.
Did you ever finish Daredevil, Zach?
No, I need to go in and finish it.
Anyone else hate how bad the UI is on Amazon Prime now?
Yes, it's terrible. It's
Yeah.
always-
It's
Dude,
the
when
worst.
did they change that? Like, all of a sudden the other day, I was like, God, this shit sucks now.
You can't
I
find
haven't been
anything.
on Prime for a while, but it's always been bad. It's somehow
Yeah,
made it
it
worse.
sucked before.
Yeah, it wasn't good before, but now it's horrible. But you can't find anything. Every time you put something in your cart to watch later, it's always like now it's rent or buy. The next time you go
Yeah.
look for it, and when they don't distinguish between like paid and non-paid, so like I just want to
Yeah.
see what the new releases are, not just what's in theater. Like what actually is new.
And
don't
they
have
give
it.
you all their shit first. And it's like, if I wanted your shit, I'd look for your shit. Like, give me
Right.
the most recent movies.
Right. And they put what's the category most recently added? So it's like 1980s
Yeah.
movies. It's like I don't care what was added. It's new. Yeah, it's horrible. That's half the reason
Netflix
why I don't watch
Netflix
stuff.
is getting bad too.
But their UI is still the best. Like that's why I keep going back to Netflix, is because their UI.
I don't know,
is by
man.
far
Now that
the
they're
best.
adding in all the games and stuff, I was on there the other day looking for something. And I'm like, God, this is just fucking so cluttered now with shit.
I know there's games on there, but I don't ever have to like navigate around games and shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm watching the newest season of You.
Oh yeah. I never did watch You.
Oh, dude, you're fucking missing out, bro. Especially You.
Not you, but
for
you.
you. Like it's serial killer shit. You should definitely watch it.
We've been on a rip check on Chinese hookers. They're not hookers, they're massage therapists. They'll massage your cock for money. I think it's called a hooker.
Of Netflix.
Chuck it. I fucking hate Apple TV.
It's good for UI, but there's not a lot of good content on there.
Like all their original content is not as good as what everybody says it is.
I don't know. Ted Lasso is damn good.
Ted Lasso is good. Everything else
So
is
is,
like
what's the Damn it! Here we go.
Oh God, damn it! This is Thursday night all over again, or Tuesday night all over again.
Fuck. What's the one where the half the brain is disconnected? What's that shit called?
Was that Utopia?
Nope. Utopia was awesome though. I was pissed that they never renewed that. I really Utopia was like dark as fuck. I really liked that. Severance. There it is.
I didn't like Severance. I didn't like it.
Whoa.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, maybe I have what's going on.
I think Paul has it. Yeah, Paul's got it.
Utopia was dope though. I was really upset that they never went.
I never watched Utopia either. Also, what's up, Terry? I saw Terry slide in.
What's up, Terry?
Utopia is dark as fuck. It's like based on comic book stuff, but it's pretty fucking savage.
I'll tell you the show that from Apple TV that was phenomenal. That was Mythic
What's
Quest.
up, Jesse?
I don't know if you guys saw that.
What
Yeah,
is it?
Mythic Quest was good.
Mythic Quest.
That's Seth Rogen, right?
No, that was the
Sorry,
guy from Sunny in Philadelphia. It was the about the gaming. Running a gaming company.
I think I saw like the trailer for it, but I never did watch it.
It reminded me a little bit of Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing that popped into my head. If it was like that, or yeah, that.
Silicon Valley was awesome.
Yeah.
Silicon Valley was more dry. Mythic Quest was more like goofy.
Yeah.
You know
So,
what?
Go ahead.
Right.
Oh, I was gonna say the show that I used to be addicted to, like straight out of high school, was fucking like Nip Tuck.
Yeah, that's classic.
I've been meaning to go back and watch it again because I just remember how fucked up it was.
I can never get into it.
Oh my god, dude, that show was so fucking wild, especially the later seasons.
There was another show that used to play either before or after it that was really good. Like they were in the block together. I forgot what it's called, but I used to watch that one too. Like it was either before Nip Tuck or after Nip Tuck.
That narrows it down.
The guy was a doctor.
Oh, never mind.
I think he was a doctor or something. Whatever. Fuck off.
Oh, I was thinking Burn Notice.
I think that's it.
Burn Notice.
Was it?
He was like a spy or like a.
Burn Notice was also awesome. Yeah, that's where I got my phone name from Chuck Finley.
Yeah, we talked about Burn Notice, and then I went and found it. I just been watched all 3 seasons of Valhalla. Valhalla was good. I liked Valhalla more than I did like the last season or 2 of the actual Vikings show. I think they just didn't know where to fucking go at the end of that show, and it was sad.
I have not seen Valhalla, but regular Vikings was phenomenal.
The last couple seasons, though, just kind of...
Yeah. Drew, I'll never give you a pink slip.
There's this show on Netflix called Startup. Has anybody seen that show, Startup? There's 3 seasons.
No.
No.
Really fucking good. It's about this.
Bruce
this
Campbell
chick
was in
makes-
that, Chuck.
This chick makes like it's like a Bitcoin type thing, and like there's a whole. It's really good. Like if you're in a show hole or something, check out Startup.
I was just thinking that today, Ryan Ellis. All I watch is YouTube and Pepperbox.
It's true. Nowadays, I don't watch nearly as much as I used to because there's always like I work all day, and then at night, like there's always a stream, and by the time the streams ends, like I want to go to sleep. I don't want to watch shows. So like, really, and then when it's football season, it's even worse because if I'm watching TV, it's football, not a show.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I have Amazon Prime just because it's included with everything, but then I've got Apple because it's integrated with all my Apple stuff and it's paid for. But I don't have Netflix or any. I used to have HBO. I don't have HBO anymore. I've cut down. Like I don't watch regular TV either.
I know the only thing I watch on regular TV is Sports Center, really, or ESPN and stuff.
I used to be that way, but man, I can't even stand ESPN anymore.
It's getting bad. It's getting horrible. Really bad.
Yeah,
it's. Did you see they're not renewing Stan Verrett now too? Like they're just getting rid of all the best talent they had.
Yeah. What is that about? Like I don't understand. Like
they're so
like look, the Disney company couldn't find more ways to lose money if they tried.
Well, if you watch a Saturday morning Sports Center and you see the anchors they've chosen, you'll understand why. Like they all suck. They're all fucking trash. They're like young, hip, I guess you would call it, but they're just like our era of Sports Center, like the puns and the shit that they use. Like nowadays, you see these idiots trying to make a pun and like it does. They say it, and I'm like, what? Like you are not fucking no. It's not good.
Have you tried watching ESPN 8 The Ocho?
That is the best.
The Ocho is a classic.
Once a year,
dude,
when they bring it back.
I need to watch that fucking movie.
Dodgeball,
yeah.
I used to like when they did the marble racing on there. That was the most hilarious stuff.
Dude, I used to love all the shit that, like, just the really random sports events at like 4 a.m. It's like, all right, well, we're doing donkey throwing today. It's like, all right, cool.
Remember they used to do like the world championships with the lumberjack stuff?
Yeah, dude, the lumberjack championships was dope.
Steel timber sports. That was my jam.
Yeah.
My favorite one was when they had to chop into the big log and put the board in it and then hop on the board and chop again and stick another board in there. Is that the show before or after Nip Tuck, Pop? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh. Royal Pains.
Royal Pains.
I did watch that for a couple seasons. That was like out in the Hamptons.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Where it was him and his brother.
Robot battles? You mean... No, it wasn't called Robot Battles. What was it called? It was called BattleBots, wasn't it?
BattleBots. That's still around on like
Robot Battles. Wasn't that? That was like the Canadian
something.
Version or something. Yeah, BattleBots is still around. Oliver loves watching that shit on YouTube. He'll like randomly come across some of their stuff and he loves it.
Yeah, you're right. And when back to ESPN, bless you. They're so weird, and they're have zero good talent on air. Like I miss the old days of like even like going back to like Marcellus Wiley, dude. I love that guy. You ever watch his regular show on ESPN or anywhere?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you all right over there, Dopey?
I don't know.
The damn.
I'm gonna hop off here anyways. I gotta start doing some shit.
Later, Dopey.
See you guys later.
Bye, Lauren. I mean, Dopey.
Oh, fuck you. You want to do this again?
Bye, Dopey.
He's got to go play Mano some stuff.
Yeah. Junkyard Wars? Oh, yeah. I remember Junkyard Wars.
But yeah, but they're not going to be the same days of Dan Patrick and all the guys back in the day.
Close.
Stu.
Well, like Paul, and like what Paul was talking about with the puns, the dudes back in the day were actually funny. They were naturally funny guys.
I feel like nowadays they don't write their own stuff. Like it's just Like, I don't really know how it worked, like if they all wrote their own segments, but it felt like they did because like their puns and how they say stuff matched their personality.
Yeah, or like they would riff a little
like,
bit, and now it's all written out and it's just all teleprompter.
Yeah, it's got to be. And whoever they have writing, like the puns are like terrible. Like there's the new his name is Scooby something, Scooby McGavin or some shit. And like obviously that's a woke name, it's Scooby whatever. But he said it was a basketball clip, and he literally said the defender was all over him like hands on an ass or something. And I was like, what? Or back it was back pockets. He said ass too. I was like, what the fuck did you just say? Are you kidding me? It's like one of the most awful things I've ever heard on SportsCenter, and like that's just the Saturday morning guy now says that defender was all over him like pockets on an ass. Like,
and it's like you're trying to be edgy, but like nobody cares.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
But it's like that. They're just treating it like everything else. It's just like, like CNN and all the news channels. They try to do that, and it's cringy, and it's not natural.
Carly, are you lurking?
No, she went to watch hockey.
She's still taggable, so we'll see if she shows.
Yeah,
paging Carly.
ESPN almost religiously, and I can't stand any of the shows on there now.
Yeah, like I literally grew up watching ESPN and like before school every day, middle school, high school, like even as an adult. When I go running, it's on when I get back. Like I used to watch Around the Horn and PTI and like just the majority of my life was molded by ESPN and SportsCenter and ESPN shows, and it's sad.
You saw that they're canceling Around the Horn, right?
Yeah, that's gone.
Did you see?
And they're going to kill PTI next.
Did you see that horrible send off from that one?
What's debatable to you?
Yeah. It's like, give me a break. You were never like anyone special, and yet you act like that. You're part of the reason why it's going off the air.
Yeah.
My sister's dad growing up, it was always on SportsCenter. Like there was no other channel growing up.
I hope Tony Reale has something cool to do. It's probably going to be like a podcast or something on YouTube, but he's a legend.
Yeah, well, Tony also took it on the chin several times for some of the hosts and guests.
Always.
And he was always the brunt of everybody's shit. And
yep.
I've never been a fan of Max Kellerman, but when Max and Marcellus were together, that was a good show too.
They put all their eggs into Stephen A. Smith and they skipped. They told him to kick Rocks, which was like the best decision they ever fucking made. But no,
he got wild there for a while. Like
what's the punter dude's name? Why can't I think of it right now?
Oh,
McAfee. Yeah. I liked him a lot when he was just on YouTube for me. And like he's still basically the same, but I don't watch him on ESPN like I did when he was just on YouTube. Like I do still like him.
And I think they thought he was going to be able to bring that YouTube crowd over with him, but nobody really likes ESPN. So it's like
he's still on YouTube.
He's still on YouTube, but I'm saying like I think they were hoping that most his audience would just watch him on ESPN.
As much as he said he was not going to be censored, he is ultimately censored on ESPN.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
But when that's only for part of the show. When it goes back to ESPN, it's uncensored again.
Yeah.
But he's also told ESPN to go fuck off several times on some big issues, which I respect him for because he's not bending on that.
My thing was they put all their eggs in with Stephen A. Smith and Pat McAfee, which I love Pat McAfee. I always have. I still do. But that was why I was bringing up Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Well, and anymore, all these guys, once ESPN gets rid of them, they literally just need to do what McAfee does and just go to ESPN or go to YouTube and just do your own thing. Like, because most of the audience that likes you for that reason is going to follow you no matter what platform you go to.
I don't know if you remember, Paul, if you liked Paige Steele or not. I really used to like her.
He walked away for a minute. I used to like Paige.
She's got her own podcast now. It's very, very good.
Sage Steel, is that what you said?
Yeah, Sage Steele.
She wasn't my favorite, but compared to
She's
nowadays,
better than what we got now.
yeah, for sure.
She's got a lot of
All those people, but she's actually a really good human if you listen to her talk, though. She's done some, and now she's got a podcast that's pretty good, too.
I'll have to see if I can check it out.
The other one
and like
they did dirty was Samantha Ponder.
Yeah, Sam Ponder. Yeah.
They screwed her over, too.
they that's just their MO, man. Like it's just like
They do. And then they were pushing Jason Taylor's sister. Fucking
Yeah.
that whole thing. It's just some very poor decisions. For I guess newer people clearly don't really care like we do about it, but
Well, that whole thing, too, with on the first take between Molly and Jalen, and then Stephen A, and like then the whole drama behind the scenes of that, and
Chuck it said, okay, next subject.
you pick then, Chuck it.
Oh shit. I agree though, Terry. Like that used to be the best like week of ESPN was when they would show either the Winter X Games or the Summer X Games. Like that was where it was at.
we're much more happy this time.
Yeah, she didn't seem so grumpy. Molly? Nope, can't do that anymore. Oh boy.
Yeah, no heart racing drugs for Dong anymore.
Way
Poor
to kill
Dong.
the vibe, Chuck it.
Should we talk about riding one wheels and blowing out knees instead?
You know Mr. Knees as well, too? Chuckles, you've seen me in person. You know that's complete and utter bullshit.
It's just the lighting that makes his arms look pasty white.
My lights are very, very bright in here. As you can see with the shadow.
Carly just posted in like their actual Gear Goons chat. She goes, "Oh, they were in the San Diego crash, and it was my buddy we were just talking about." I'm like, "I've been talking about it in 3 different places, Carly. Pay attention."
Well, tell her she just missed Peanut.
I did not see that, Drew. The Olympics have skateboarding now?
Yep.
The Olympics have breakdancing too.
All right, now look.
It's a joke. I wish I'd go back to like where the Olympics used to be just like athletic or fighting sports. What it was designed to be. Strength of test.
Like when wrestling was a big deal.
Yeah, Greco-Roman.
Like it used to be a big deal if you had a gold medal in wrestling. Like that was so
Yeah, they
huge.
used to make movies about people back in the day.
Yeah.
That movie, I forget the dude's name, but that was a great fucking movie. Who was that? Fuck.
Steve Carell? The wrestling movie?
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a great fucking movie.
Oh my god!
Hard to fucking watch.
Yeah,
But great movie.
Foxcatcher.
Foxcatcher.
Yes.
Super depressing, but very good movie.
Yeah. Especially like when you like read like what actually happened and then watch the movie, you're like, holy shit!
Totally lost his mind.
Or
Bro,
go into
it's
the rabbit
crazy.
hole. Or go into the
dude.
rabbit hole after watching the movie.
Yeah.
That shit was wild.
So, Zach, you know how infamous Graham High School is here with wrestling.
Oh yeah.
And I used to go to the Jordan camps in every off season, and
Very nice.
those dudes are. So I followed wrestling for quite a long time, and it's amazing hearing some of these stories from like we'd heard the Foxcatcher stories and all this different stuff, but
Yeah.
there's some weird stuff out there.
Oh yeah. Well, and see, I wrestled in high school, and like Kyle Ott. I don't know if you know who Kyle Ott is. He was like an Ohio State like champion wrestler or whatever, and his dad was our gym teacher and coach. And I remember that he used to tell that story like a lot, and I still remember when that movie came out. I'm like, oh shit, that's that. Dude, it's such a fucked up story.
You're younger than
But
me
yeah.
though, but there was I don't know if you remember the Sean. What's the kid's last name? He went to Northridge. He went by the name Animal. He did MMA for a while afterwards too. You'd know him if you heard the name.
I'm about to say, yeah, maybe if I saw him and heard the name, I would probably remember.
Yeah, he did MMA for quite a while after. Yeah, there's so many good wrestlers from around here. It's insane. Like
It used to be such a big thing, and
Remember the holiday
now
tournament?
it's. Say what?
Remember the holiday tournament we used to wrestle every year?
Oh yeah,
I mean, we got invited.
dude, there was always something cool to do wrestling wise, football wise too. Football, we used to have a lot of fun stuff to do. Football, we used to go to Florida for tournaments, and like I don't know, like it was always such a good time. And like I just don't feel like they do shit like that anymore.
No, well, I didn't play football in high school, but I played baseball, summer ball, and
Yeah.
there's so much going on with that. Like spring break ball, we always go to Florida and hang out. The bus trips down there were great. Like there's so much that you could do in the off seasons. Like I don't know if you play baseball, but every year up in Troy they had the Frosty Brown League, the hitting league.
I must say, yeah, I remember the hitting league.
Um,
I had a buddy that played baseball for Wayne, and we used to always go up there, and because it was just something to do. So we used to always go to all the cool shit that he used to do.
So, like I said, most of the people I know probably they're older, but you remember? You ever heard the name Joey Fisher?
Can't say that I have.
Okay. Chaz Shipley
No.
or Shively, excuse me, Shively.
Shively? No, that last name sounds familiar.
Yeah, both those guys I knew pretty well from over there, but I didn't hang out with too many people from Wayne.
You realize Chuckett's giving Drew a handy in the chat while you guys are talking about wrestling?
Yes.
It adds
Okay.
Well, he's selling him a knife, and he's including a handy.
I mean, same thing.
Man, if it wasn't the S30, I would be all over that.
Yeah, they just dropped the S90s, huh?
Yeah. I'm waiting to see if Putnam will make scales for the Sage 6.
Do what everyone else is doing, Paul. Don't call attention to it. Oh, man. I'm selling him a handy and including a knife. That sounds like something you'd pick up on Craigslist. I sold him a handy, but I got it. He gave me a knife.
Chuck, your hands are way too rough for 150.
Well, I think Dong, didn't I sell you my stages? Was it the 1 and the 5? Was that you, Dong? The Maximate Sage 1 and the S30 Sage 5.
Sorry, Smock. I just saw you tagged me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay.
Geeked and logged in. $200 Tucky plus an O knife. Oof, I'd rather you just keep the O knife at that point.
Peter, I'm excited for you to get your Hindor tomorrow. He bought a knife like fucking 3 weeks ago and had it sent directly to me. And
oh, nice.
Because I did Mother's Day on a Saturday, like it took an extra week for me to get to it. So like he bought a knife forever ago and should be getting it tomorrow finally.
Nice. Which model?
But yeah, did you buy new bearings? I hope you did. I hope you have them already. So this Hinder, when I took it apart, it has steel bearings, and 2 of them were fucking broken in half.
Ooh.
So like it still works fine. Like if you didn't know, like you wouldn't be able to tell. But one of the bearings on one side is missing two balls. Nice. Still smooth as shit.
Hey,
though.
look, Chuck it. It's hard out here for a pimp. Okay, Chuck it.
Like you'll see Cheeto. Like obviously you'll flip it the way it is. You can't tell that it's missing 2 bearings.
Did it come with?
But it came out good.
Too? Was it a tri-way system?
Yes. It didn't come with anything else though.
Oh damn.
He bought it on the secondary. They shipped it to me. Came with 2 extra sets of scales, but
the washers aren't bad in there.
I don't think I've handled one with washer.
And you can get skiff washers for them too.
Yeah. I'm always a bearing first kind of guy.
Depends on the knife for me, honestly.
Well, I have 2 washer knives. I technically have 5 washer knives, but 2 of them have been converted to bearings, or 3 of them. The 3? Something like that.
I don't know, Paul. They're your knives.
Yeah, but my brain doesn't work well.
This is the Severance all over again.
Right. This is the Monterey Bay Old Guard. It came on washers, and it actually had a lot of fucking issues. I sent it back to Sanford, and he tried to fix it. So, like, it had a shitload of blade side-to-side play on the washers, and if you tighten the pivot down enough so that it didn't have any, it basically was a fixed blade. Like, you could not. You had to, like, 2-hand it closed. So, like, it also had really bad detent lash, too. Like, this way. Detent lash. Like, it wiggled.
Yeah.
And he tried. Like, I sent it to Sanford, and he was, like, all about trying to fix it. And all he could really do was just reset the detent ball, and it did nothing. So I sent it to Satu, and he milled it out for bearings, and it literally fixed everything. Fixed the detent lash, it fixed the blade play, and now it's just super butter. Like, this is a sick fucking knife.
Which knife is that again?
It's the Monterey Bay Old Guard Warney.
Yep.
Oh, he also did a hollow grind on it, and I did the acid wash.
It's funny seeing the ZDP with a hollow grind. How much different how far it goes up.
Yeah, it started down here.
Yep.
Ow, I just fucking cut myself. Jesus Christ.
I gotta send you some knives to sharpen, Paul.
I'm not great at sharpening. You probably want to send them to Kyle.
Send them to Kyle, aka drop them off.
He's just trying to piss me off.
Nah, just trying to.
I'm slow.
Trying to poke the bear, and Paul's ruining it.
As soon as I started talking about it, so.
Yeah, I like MBKs. I've got several MBKs.
I really want to try a river otter.
I mean, a lot of people don't like it because it's single thumb sub, but I like the Rosalinda a lot.
Yeah.
And the saber tooth is cool.
Yeah, I have.
I've seen a couple of the saber tooths on Blade Binge. I really like them. They're just
And
trade somebody for one.
my favorite one probably is the XLC.
Still have this thing that I haven't paid attention to in a long time.
Which one is that, Kyle?
This one, this is the XLC. This is no longer made anymore. This is the extra large carry. It's like a 3.6 or 3.7 inch blade, and it's also an integral.
Yeah, when are you going to do that, Paul?
I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of time for personal projects lately. I keep forgetting I have this. I gotta revisit.
Paul, what you got for sale?
If you're being serious, I've been trying to sell.
Now, usually we just meet up at Starbucks, Cheetah.
This is the CMF production print. It's probably one of the smoothest production knives you could ever get.
Nice.
It's got actually has tie connector thumb studs on it. It's on skiffs. Riot OEM M390.
Ooh, pizza's selling a Shiro.
Gorgeous hand satin. $200.
The F3 orange one pizza. Chuck it, that was a long time ago, buddy. But yeah, I agree. I have come a long way.
But yeah, Kyle, I don't know if you've seen this yet, but this was Brian Kim's mistake. So it's a saber tooth.
Or the one he was going to chop. Well, yeah, started to chop. Nice.
I gotta chop it. I mean, I've done all the holes and stuff. I just need to hack off that.
That would be right up your alley.
Yeah, that's the whole reason I bought it. I also have to figure out
clip placement.
Well, no, the clip placement's fine, but because they're milled on the inside, one of the standoffs don't work together, so I need to trim them down.
Gotcha.
But this also had detent lash. I replaced the detent ball with a bigger one and shit. So it's cool. If I ever have enough time, it'll be perfect for my tiny guy collection. And it's fucking sharp as shit.
You did a good job on the regrind of that too. Looks cool.
Yeah.
For a chop. Usually I don't like chops just because they always turn out funky looking. They're just not designed to be that way. But that one turned out pretty decent.
Yeah. I because of where it is, I keep forgetting that I actually have it. Like an out of sight, out of mind thing. But also, that's trimming that titanium is probably a Saturday thing. So until a slow Saturday comes up, I probably won't be able to get to it for a while.
Yeah, that's not something you want to do in the bathtub after work.
Nope, definitely not.
I'll give you $3.50 and a handy pizza.
Nice, Terry.
No,
Terry.
cannot
$3.50 and a
afford
double.
that. I've got the Morris build is starting soon, and then the Bless build will be more towards the end of the year. I have to start really putting funds together for that stuff.
Yeah, and look, if I had $700 for a knife, I would definitely just go buy a new gun. To be honest.
Who takes layaway?
For guns?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone takes layaway for guns anymore.
Why not?
I've been looking for somebody, but
Layaway, technically, you don't get the product till it's paid off, right?
right. Yeah.
Correct. I was joking about buying one for $700. I was kidding. Which was that?
I know. I legitimately was online looking for some place that does layaway for guns.
Sorry to send you down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. No, this was like a couple days ago. I got to talking to Ghost about guns, and I was like, you know what? I wonder.
I'm glad I'm only in one world, which is just knives.
Yeah, I was talking to my wife the other day, and she goes, for somebody with so little money, you have very expensive guy hobbies. I was like, I know.
Yeah, my bank account could not handle more than one niche hobby at a time.
Because like my YouTube is all like Rolexes and poker and cars and guns, and I don't have money for golf. Yeah, I got money for none of that shit anymore.
Speaking of golf, I bought a Dan Caraher double D10 Damascus divot tool today for my dad for Father's Day.
Hell yeah!
Fuck that guy. Not your dad.
Why?
Not that guy, Dan.
Fuck that guy, not your dad.
What's wrong with the Golf Pro? The mid-tech thing?
No, I've got personal issues with him. I've met him personally and dealt with him. He's kind of a dickhead.
Gotcha.
So
You used to be able to mail order a belt-fed machine gun back in the day. Dude, I'm telling you, man.
no, he's a
He's trying to make a move on your dad.
he's a jerk in person. I'll just leave it at that.
A lot of people are, unfortunately. I don't really like his knives a whole lot, but the divot tool, I think my dad will like. So
No, I don't think that his designs are the worst. I don't think they're the greatest, but I had a run in and just wasn't left a sour taste in my. Yeah, I'll just leave it there. Chuck, you're not kind of a dickhead.
Like me.
You're a full-fledged dickhead. And we do like you.
Gotta stop looking at that. Well, Ambien. I woke up 3 days ago. The Laredo Bowie and an FM1 on the way.
I was just say, just because I'm playing with it right now. This is the Peter Carey Gordo Mid-Tech. It's an older knife.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it came with a steel D10 and steel bearings.
Right.
And I upgraded. I put a ceramic D10 and ceramic skiffs in it. And it's like, nowadays, most, especially like production knives, like adding skiffs to most knives, they will make a difference in most cases. Like it's diminishing returns because everything is very smooth nowadays for the most part. But what I'm getting at is putting a ceramic D10 and ceramic bearings into an older knife that had steel for everything, like night and day difference.
Yeah.
Like it was already pretty smooth, but adding those two things made this like a whole new fucking knife.
I like Peter Carey a lot. I was surprised to see him do that collab, the recent collab.
Yeah. A custom from him has made it on to my list recently.
Yeah, I like Carey. The one I really like that no one ever talks about anymore is Kirby Lambert.
Yeah.
I like Lambert's designs a lot.
I also have the Nitro Mini, which
Yep.
probably one of the smoothest Wii knives they've ever fucking made.
I don't know if you ever held one, but I had that that Lambert Rain that he did a collab. That thing was an absolute beast for what it was. It was so well priced and such a good knife. I didn't have it long, but it was a good knife.
I like his logo, the fucking spider.
Yeah. He's a super nice guy too. I've talked with him a couple of times about. I had some issues with mine. He was trying to work with me on it because Riot was an absolute worthless customer service experience.
Sounds right.
He actually went out of his way to try to help source some hardware for me. We were trying to even see. He had me hook up with what's the guy, Steve from Tie Connector, to see if they could figure out a hardware that would have a little bit of slop if we could make it work to fit in there, and we couldn't get anything to work. So ended up getting something from Satu to make it work, and then I just moved it along.
It's like I had a dealing with Jared Ozer similar to that, where he just totally went above and beyond to help me with something that had nothing to do with him personally.
Right. That's the ones
Dude
you
is
want
a
to support.
fucking saint.
Yep. Yeah, I was so frustrated with Kabiso and Riot. Neither one of them were willing to do anything. They're like, oh, well, we don't have any extra hardware, but we can ship them with the next batch. And then, well, you can return the knife, but we can't give you any money back for it. I'm like, what the hell am I returning the knife for then? Like, I'm just going to give it to you back? Like, I don't know. I can't do it, but I had a lot of people say, just send the knife back for a return and swap it out for a new one, or buy another one and return it back. I'm like, I can't do that to the company. Even though that sucks, I still can't do that to the company.
Yeah. It's tasty.
Yeah, it's not right. I'll just deal with it.
Yeah, same, Chuck. I bought an F-22 off eBay, and, the listing said brand new, all the shit, and it was not. It had severe detent lash. The centering was way off. The micarta was like dripping in fucking juice, and like it was not brand new in box. And the seller was a total fucking asshole, and like we went back and forth for a couple days, and he started like threatening me, and like I got eBay involved, and he was like, it better not be in any different condition than when I sent it out in, which it obviously is. Like my whole issue was that it's obviously a very used knife, and you said it was brand new in the box. So he was threatening me, and I said, before I do this, I reached out to Jared, and I was like, hey man, and I shared the screenshots. Like, he was legitimately threatening me and telling me I'm like one of those buyers and blah blah blah. I was like, bro, I have 3 F-22s already. Like, there's a reason I bought one from you too. It's like my favorite knife, and like a whole thing. And Jared didn't even ask any questions. He was like, just send it to me. And I did. And he just like fixed it and sent it back. He wouldn't let me pay for shipping. None of that. He just like a total fucking saint.
Yep. That's what stand behind a good company is about. And I appreciate that for sure. The F-22 is still, I really like that. That's it's probably honestly the only kickstop knife I like. Just classy. I like it.
This one has a Santu hollow grind on it.
I remember when you sent that.
The Chavez kickstops are not great because the blade is so heavy. It's fucking
They
lazy.
definitely aren't.
But
And
the
plunge
Pena,
is horrible too.
the Pena Apache kickstop is fucking money.
I just don't like that design. I've not tried it, but I don't like that design. But the Chavez, that plunge grind is so bad. I don't know why anyone would want it. Yeah, I mean those are all right. I'm not a huge. It's just kind of blah to me. I like a lot of Pinja stuff, but I'm not a fan of the Apache as one of them.
Yeah, I'd like to get one of his customs at one of the bigger ones. There's been a couple on Blade Binge lately. I forget what they're called, but they're like chody, chunky boys.
The Rhino?
No.
Because Pina did a Rhino.
Drew, who let you try out the F-22?
Chuck it.
I'm a big Laconico fan, though. I'd like to get one of his old Angry Bears, but not the one from Alliance, the actual custom ones he did.
Yeah. I want a Kestrel really badly, too, or an FJ.
Yeah, you can find FJ's damn good deal. I saw one the other day for like $350.
Yep, I have yet to be in a position where when I see one that I can buy one, but they do pop up fairly often.
Yeah.
Yeah, Renee, his full dress shit is like upper echelon, top fucking tier.
I'm not a fan. I don't like slip joints, but if I did buy one, it would be a Javi Garcia.
Yeah.
I love his design language, and he's part of that trio.
Yeah. The superlative trio.
Yeah.
I can't do slip joints. I just can't. I tried again, and it was like an immediate fail.
I can't. Well, except for I would probably own a ABW just to support Michael, but not traditional. How long was Shayne on before? Because I tuned in late, so I didn't know that. Did he get to talk much about any knives or stuff?
Yeah.
You talk about ABW at all?
No.
All right. I'll let him.
I remember he talked about that maybe on Matisfactions Live or Jupon's Live, but yeah, not here, no.
Okay. No, I won't say anything. I'll let him bring it up next time he comes on. I don't want to take that from him, so. But that's going to be a freaking amazing project.
Sorry, my wife called.
Like I have this. This was my second attempt at trying a slip joint, and I thought because it had a pocket clip that I would carry it, but I don't. I need it's the one hand opening. That's
a surge.
the reason.
That's a surge.
Yeah, that's a slip 4. It's the one hand opening though. I don't want to have to use 2 hands to open a fucking knife.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that for the most part, but you can still get some. Can still get a Mochuck. I don't know if I've got it handy or not, but I don't ever carry a. I can't. It's not handy. I don't know where it's at. He's done some cool pry bars in the past too, though. I'm not a pry bar person, but oh, here it is.
Yeah, I love the look of it, Chuck. The Comanche, or what was it called before that? Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, I mean, just a little guy, but he didn't make very many of these. But he sent me this one because I had these scales made. for mine, and that's, I don't know if you can see the difference in the color on that or not. That's the stock color, and then that's how it's aged. That's vintage crosscut micarta that I sent Michael some material, and he actually milled out sales scales for me for this.
Nice.
Paul, that was one of ABW's little pry bars things he made. It's a chisel ground. It's not all the way to an edge, but it's just a little pry / bottle popper, whatever you want to call it. Scraper.
It's a cool little guy.
Yeah.
Smock, don't ask questions that you don't want answers and action on.
Did you time him out?
You're goddamn right I did.
What do you do now?
He timed
Talking
out
about
Renee.
coffee cans and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Could be like Fred and put coffee cans on a Holt.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Don't. We don't have to. It's known.
If I just show up to your house, can I take you to lunch, Paul?
Sure.
Okay.
Your name better not start with an F, though.
One off-color joke in the stream of all streams. I know, right, Renee? Good lord. Paul's starting to act like Luke with all these timeouts.
Hey, Smock requested it. I was just fulfilling the request. That ain't on me. But yeah, Kyle, if you want to just show up to my house, take me out to lunch, and have me make something that I've never made before specifically for you as a prototype, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll keep that in mind.
That was oddly specific.
Oh, yes. Smock, care to chime in?
I wasn't going to get that specific. I was just playing coy, but
I was just letting you know that, yes, it's widespread knowledge that that is a thing that's happening quite often.
but it makes you cool.
Especially when you tell everybody every chance you get that you just had dinner with the hottest new maker and that you had brunch with them and that you just got a new prototype and that you had them put a flipper with thumb studs, a fuller, and a flicking hole all on a knife they've never made before.
Sounds like they should cook for a living.
And we've derailed.
Borderline braggadocious.
Smock conveniently keeping his mouth shut over there.
Coffee cans are a sin.
Oh yeah, we have. That's right. We have we've made a name for it, Kyle. It's called social assault.
What is a social assault?
Say what?
This stream's getting a little rocky.
Damn it, Drew. Social assault sounds a little touchy for me.
I thought it was perfect.
At least that comparison between the two is not just my own mind.
No, it's definitely a thing. Crispy, do you really not know what coffee? I still have fucking Kathleen's coffee cans here. I keep forgetting to send them out. But they're quick studs, Crispy. You can just slide them on the spine of a knife to use as thumb studs. We call them coffee cans. Oh, well, I'm dumb and slow. But at least you got to see them.
Paul, what do you think the hardest part about putting studs on is? Like actual drilling a hole for studs.
The first hole. Always the hardest. For me,
what makes it the hardest? What makes that part the hardest for you?
So I start with a 1/16th drill bit, and like I'm still learning as I go, but the deeper the bit goes into the hardened steel, the hotter it gets, the faster it gets, and the less. So I've started drilling a little bit with the 1/16th, and then I'll put a 332 in to open it up a little bit, and then come back with the 1/16th, and then once that goes down enough. So once the first hole is all the way through, like it doesn't become easy per se, but it is significantly easier to step up a hole incrementally. The first hole is the hardest, if that makes sense.
I'm more confused than when he started talking.
That's not. I mean, I believe that.
That's what I was trying
the
to figure
hardest
out.
part about studs is drilling the first hole for me.
Zach, what I was trying to figure out was if Paul struggled with getting placement, whether it was the drilling, was it trying to do the math to figure out where things go?
Oh, he was making a fucking math joke.
Hey, ask him about the thumb studs on the knife that I was about to bring up.
But in terms of placement, I have these. I know you're not actually asking, but I do have these little stickers that I can test placement with to see if they'll run into scales or anything.
It was a two-part question. One was a joke and one was curiosity. So yes, I actually
he used a maker's mark to put studs in once, and then tried to use the same maker's mark a second time.
Yeah,
and
so
the math was off.
There's a variation in ZT. It was off by a cunt hair. So their new button lock, the 0044. The first one I did, the maker's mark is like a perfect circle on the lock side, and it ended up working perfect for the placement. So the second one I got in, like I didn't test it, I just used the same maker's mark again, and it was off ever so slightly that I had to shave off a little bit of the scale in order for it to work. But I know you don't like recon, but the Adzen also, the maker's mark is like the perfect placement and spot for studs.
I love that knife. I just hate the company.
Yep, I know. It is a good knife.
It's a very good knife.
The Adzen.
I don't mean this like silly, but it's like when you mark them off, do you have like a double square or any type of thing that you're getting straight lines and making sure it's uniform on both sides?
Nope.
Okay.
The way I clamp it, it's flat on the flats. So I just
meant for for marking purposes, if you're actually having it so where you could have a square line up one side and then write it on the spine and then off the other side to make sure that they're perfect in the center.
I drill the first hole from one side, but I have it clamped flat on a piece of wood in the vise. So the piece is flat, and I check that it's level, but that's it. Like I don't mark the backside as well.
Okay. I just was asking because I didn't know if that made a difference for being exactly the same. So concentric on both sides. So
Yeah, I haven't had any issues yet.
cool.
But
He just has Jesus take the wheel.
I'm just
I'm
overly-
not a machinist just yet.
No, I'm not saying that you have to be. I'm overly cautious. Like when I'm thinking about laying out something, I'm always like, the lines have to be here. It has to be completely parallel to the other side. Like that's my goofy mind. But I like math, so. That could be a difference. Sorry about that.
No, not at all.
Fuck. I was getting ready to do something on my computer. And now I just palled.
You're doing some good stuff, though. Have you done any Chris Reeves with the shoulder ones they're pressing and like that?
No. Someone was talking to me about it, but like they want replacement studs. So like, I mean, I've never handled one, so like I'm sure there are companies that make aftermarket replacement studs, but I was telling them that like, if you want to send them to me with studs you got from CRK, like I'll do it. But in terms of like me having studs that I can replace the stock ones with, it's not something I can do. But a couple people have asked.
Chuck it. I've never done construction. Do you get most of your hardware from the tie connector?
No. I mean, I have all kinds of different studs. Like, usually I just buy the replacement Benchmade studs from either Amazon or eBay. But I also get studs directly from Wii and Civivi. Like, the Trogon studs are fucking awesome. Those are the ones I put in my ads in. And actually, we Civivi, Senka, whatever, have like some of the best customer service ever. So like I can just send them an email and be like, can I just buy 5 or 10 of these studs? And they're like, yeah, sure. So I still have some of these Trogon studs, which are probably my favorite. They're bigger. Most of the knives people send me don't have room for anything other than like a bug out replacement stud though. So
Gotcha.
I do want to buy tie connector studs just to have, but they're expensive and they're big. So like I said, most of the stuff I get in doesn't really have room for anything other than like a bug out replacement.
Gotcha. I like some
but
of
I
the
do.
design.
Yeah, no, I love, like, I have the tie connector studs on my CMF print. I really like them. But, and I've amassed a small collection of thumb studs, but nothing from tie connector yet. Because also, they sell them one at a time. So you buy 2 studs and then the
barrel.
Right. The thread. So like they sell it all separately. It to get like 5 or 10 sets of studs from them is like over $100, which is fine. I can just factor if somebody wants to use the tie connector studs when I'm doing studs, like I'll just charge them for it. But
yeah, I've got a couple other things. It's nice. Their pivot system's cool as well too. I like those and how you can basically part them together the way you want. I like the fact that you can buy them individually because you can get exactly what you want.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was waiting for them to get. I really wanted to put Zerk in this, but they don't have them in stock. I wanted the Zerk pivot and the Zerk standoffs and the Zerk screw. Like I wanted to go full Zerk on this, but they don't have it in stock. So TJ is just sending me replacement raw tie parts for this.
That's
I mean,
cool,
I paid for it, but I I didn't know these body screws I've actually never seen before. He just said they're standard T9 from Tie Connector, but I can't even find them on the site. So they're thin this way and taller than anything I've seen before. But
are they button heads?
No, they're I mean, they're not button heads, but I don't know what else.
Or more like
the
machine top ones.
Yeah, and they're like very thin walled.
Okay.
Like they don't have any. Yeah, like I don't know most of the terminology of the shit I'm trying to say, but
I just like the fact
You'll
that
get there. You'll
Tie
get there.
Connector offers other things, like they offer Zerk and they offer some cool things occasionally. Like,
yeah, if they ever get the Zerk stuff in, like even though I'll have a brand new set, like I'll instantly buy Zerk stuff for this. That's really cool.
so I don't know if you've ever seen his, he makes an amazing analyzing plate. And I talked to Steve about, I wanted to get one because I ordered one and bought one for Backpack B. Well, this was like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And then he just quit putting them in stock. He's never had them since. It's like, so he's like, yeah, I'm going to make some more eventually. I'm like, okay, well, and then they've never come back since. Like, I bought the last damn one. Great.
Yeah.
But those things are awesome. They're actually threaded, so you just thread the screws in there and drop the whole plate in, and it's just super simple.
So it just sits on the bottom, and you would lay whatever you're anodizing just on top of it.
Yeah, just a plate that's yay big, and you just screw in whatever screws you have.
Yeah.
Actual according to the threads, matching threads.
Oh, okay.
And then you just put the whole plate in there, and that
So it's specifically for hardware.
Yeah. It's designed for screws.
Gotcha. All of the tie connector screws. Oh, okay. That's actually pretty fucking sick.
Yeah. But it'll fit other threads as well too. So it's got,
But as tie connector, like you want to anodize our screws, you can buy this.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, the thing was awesome, but yeah, they don't carry anything metric. Everything they carry is US based. That's why it's hard to find. You can't use any of their parts on anything OEM'd. What are you doing, Zach?
I'm just shopping. You guys are talking about knives I can't afford, so I got no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about. So I'm just
either looking for a watch or a fucking pew.
I'm on Countycom right now looking at watches. Does that count?
See?
Wasn't necessarily shopping for a watch, but it just so happened currently looking at a watch.
Oh, Kyle, have you ever handled, I was talking about it earlier, a Baby Huey, Strider Baby Huey?
Is that the fixed blade or is that the...
No, it's a folder. It's got
I'm not then.
Brown G10 show side and the milled tie block side.
No. Because I've had a couple of his weird looking folders in, but not the, not that one. Or folder.
It's like the main... the only Strider I really want to own is that Baby Huey.
Paul, did you see they have new titanium? These guys?
Yes, they're cheap too. They're only like $35. They're not great knives, but they're definitely cool to have part of the collection.
Birch tree.
It is the Countycom
Stub.
Yeah, but who was the designer? Wasn't that based off of
That's
custom?
what I said.
A birch
I
tree?
said Stub.
I don't honestly know. Let's see here.
Because Boker was making those, right?
I don't know if it was they have something similar.
I don't actually know a whole lot about. I just know that they've been doing them for a hot minute.
I was thinking that Toad Frog or whatever that thing is called.
Yeah, the Toad. That's Tough Knives Toad.
Really? Crispy.
Damn it, Crispy. Don't you dare.
Yeah, they're $29.95 right now, Paul.
Yeah, they're cheap.
Especially
I do
for
want.
titanium.
I would like a Topo titanium one.
That's what I was just looking at. That's what I just showed you.
If I had known they were available when I bought this one, I would have just gotten the titanium.
Just got that one, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the.
They're not great knives though. They're actually pretty terrible.
Well,
Paul, you tried the JVA?
Do what now?
You tried the JVA? Strider? Or
no.
JVA, JVO, whatever, the smaller one.
No.
It's bigger than a PT, but it's not quite as big as a S&G.
I have not.
They're pretty cool.
Did you look up the Baby Huey?
Me or him?
You.
No. Hang on.
Wasn't that the baby's name in Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
It was,
Maybe.
or was it?
Oh,
or was
okay.
it baby? Or was that Baby Louie?
That's a good question.
Who Framed
That's not bad, Paul.
Yeah. And
Is
the
that-
lopside is like milled tie.
Yeah, I'm looking at one right now. Is that spine scalloped?
I'm not sure. I've never handled one. That was part of why I was asking if you had, because like I don't know if they're on
Maybe it's
washers
just
or
the-
bearings or what, but
Or maybe it's just the picture, but it looks scalloped.
Baby Herman. By the way, Baby Herman. That's the
are you
baby
looking
from-
at the one on Blade Binge?
No, here, I'm sharing a picture for you. If you see that,
Yeah.
the spine, it looks scalloped.
Actually, I never noticed that because Tri-State has one. I don't think his has that scalloping on it.
I like that though. That's cool.
I fucking love that knife. I need to try one at least. And there's one with a raw milled tie block scale. I don't think any of them have tie fronts, but laser tie, that's like 24 hours straight of laser work.
Jesus.
I still say it's.
I mean, I don't know for sure that it's 24, but it's a fuckload of.
It's got to be up.
hours.
Yeah, I was say. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that Tesseract shit is wild.
Oh man! All right, my wife's on the way home, so I'm gonna hop off here. We could end it just under 3 hours, like we have been. I appreciate you coming on, Kyle, filling in for.
Nice to have you on, Kyle.
And hop off quickly.
Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, man! Anytime.
Appreciate the harassment.
Always. I mean, if they're not harassing you, they don't like you. Unless you're Luke, and then they just harass you because they don't like you. So, could go either way, I guess, really. You never know with this group of degenerates.
The good thing is he's got that natural kink of asphyxiation.
Well, that's true. He just bends over and...
Yeah, it's just hard to breathe.
Yeah. Bends over and finishes, and then has to take a nap. But yeah, it's good having you on. Anything you need sharpened, you can always hit up Kyle. I have a fully serrated matriarch I would like Kyle to sharpen for me.
Bring your title to your house. It ain't gonna be cheap.
This thing is so aggressive.
Everything has a price.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool though.
It's cool.
I'd like to handle one of those.
Yeah, it's I added the ring on it too, just because it gives it a little more. And dude, it's a fun knife. I've cut more holes in shirts flipping this thing around because, dude, it's fucking sharp.
Look into the story about why those were made.
Yeah, it's the old taint tickler.
Yeah, self-protection for women.
You ain't graping me, motherfucker.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. Look, I've caught it my finger and my shirts and stuff. This to the old ball sack would be just kill me and get it over, please.
You would probably get out.
Full serrate.
Yeah. If your knife is dull, send it to this guy.
Kurt, you want to throw the TS Prof link up there real quick?
Or just put my website. It's on there.
What the hell's TS Prof?
Serious?
No, he's joking.
I'm really not.
This thing?
I literally just traded away a knife because I couldn't sharpen it enough to get the edge of it, to get the chip in the blade.
One sharpening system.
Like I do no sharpening whatsoever because the last time I did, I fucked up my knife. So
it's a Russian buy once, cry once sharpening system.
The best on the planet.
Yeah.
Well,
you gonna pay for it though.
I don't know what it is.
If you break down how many knives you have, it's really not bad.
If I can't get it from the checkout line at Dick's Sporting Goods, then I've not seen it.
That's why you're not at all.
So wait, so all the knives you've acid washed do not have new edges on them? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Yeah, that eats the edge away. There's no edge there.
What the fuck?
I mean, there's an edge on some of them, but
no.
I've only done it to like 2 or 3 knives.
When Paul tells you there's no edge, there's really no edge.
Hey man, I've cut with them before, so same.
I don't believe that for a second.
Hey, look, I'm telling you, dude. This MFer right here has a damn good edge to it. Just saying. No. Just, yeah, baby, here I come.
All
right. I'm out of here, you guys.
Later.
Everybody have a great night. We will see you on Saturday for the Looney Goons. And anything you want to plug, Paul?
Just Lauren.
Always Lauren. He comes and he goes, but yet he always gets plugged. All right, guys. I love you. Remember, choose violence daily. We'll see you Saturday.
Bye.